Hello and welcome to the Cool JDM show, streaming live on Pacific Coast Auto.
But Abs,
what up?
Just how cool is it?
Man, so cool I describe it as frigid, cooler than a penguin soaking in an ice bath.
Damn, that's cool.
Yep, you're right about that. Cooler than the fawns, fixing an appliance with nothing more than a smack to the side of it. I'm talking cooler than cool, cooler than a February cannonball into a pool. So cool, indeed, so cool that it's cold.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The Cool JDM show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Cool JDM Show, episode number 67. Episode number 63. I am Derek Weldon, and we have Maximilian Scheffler and Grant Hargis on the back. Grant!
Hi.
We missed you last week.
Thank
I mean,
you.
you were here. I just forgot to announce who you were.
Yeah.
I apologize profusely once again. And we have a small update on the super chat that someone sent specifically to fix your
Oh, yeah.
your
Which
chat.
thank
So
you
before
again
we
for
get
that,
into
by the way.
Before we get into the show, we found a little bit of a workaround, and then Grant could get the full $100 toward the repair of his car. Very
I'm
cool.
very
That's
happy
all.
about
That's
this.
all we can really
Yeah.
say about that, because it starts to get a little bit gray after that. But welcome to the show. We have probably more in this show than we can get through in 2 hours, so we're going to give it a shot.
We are going to give it a shot.
Okay, so get ready for this. History is made as the candy van is removed from the PCA lot. We've got pictures for that. Next topic, Toyota and Nissan hate their American-made cars. Next, be warned, an RX-7 story. That's what I named that one. We got
okay,
from the
if we're
customer.
finally getting to it today.
Be warned, an RX-7 story. Next after that, Japanese news is dividing people once again. We have a news thing that we want to talk about. And then a Toyota Prius game, which is our normal thing that we do on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And then show you a handful of cheap cars from Japanese auction. That is the main topic. And then after we're done that, we're going to show you a handful of expensive cars from Japanese auction.
But the main topic is, what can you get for cheap from Japan?
There you go. Heard it right from the producer's lips.
Yeah, because it's interesting.
And then, of course, other topics and the Q&A at the end of the show. We have probably my favorite Q&A question that we have ever received in this show. So look forward to that. And we're going to jump right into the main topic because we got lots of things. Say the name of that again. What's the title of the show? Because
$80 cars you can buy from Japan.
and this is no joke. This is
Yeah.
real $80 cars using the history of the Japanese search tool to find cars that sold for that much money in the past. You can literally buy these $80 cars.
Yes. What happened to your snack section at the end, Derek? Do we have a snack for today? We do.
We got the most polarizing snack. Actually, no. Our next week is maybe the most polarizing, but this one might be 9/10 polarizing. The Milky, very famous Japanese snack. We'll get to that in a sec.
Where's the producer Max title? It's just in the main scene. It says video producer here, but when we go into industry talk, it's gone.
Oh,
So I
that
can
is
repurpose
clever. See
what
how
we
good
should.
our producer is?
Yeah, at some point.
Okay, so a disclaimer on this. We're going to show you a whole bunch of cars and what they sold for and the details on the cars and whatnot, but the disclaimer has to come first. I spent a couple of hours last night compiling this list, and I basically just went into the auction tool and I filtered for the cheapest cars within certain subcategories.
Yeah.
This is not how you buy cars. Don't go out there searching for the cheapest possible car that you could buy, even though we're doing it on the show here. This is how you get into trouble when you're buying cars from Japan, and we will talk more about that a little bit later. Just know that this is reality, but it is only a narrow form of reality, and you have to be smart with your brain and realize that not every version of these cars sell for that much. There are going to be outliers here for certain, and several of these cars are going to have some sort of a problem, which is why they're going to sell for so little. I tried to weed out all of the cars that are actually broken, like engine is broken, transmission is broken, but I also wanted to stop working at 7:30 last night, and so, you know.
There is one car for 3,000 yen.
Don't say that. There was supposed to be
It's so cool,
like,
though. It's
we go
so
into this saying,
interesting.
oh, these are $80 cars. And then there's a section where it's like, and there's cheaper. But you just ruined that, Max.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I think it's more funny the way that it came out this way.
Good.
Right? Okay, so some stipulations on here. I removed all K-class cars.
Really?
Yes. And there are plenty of K-class cars that sell for these really cheap prices. It's just that there are so many of them, and I didn't want to go through that many cars to try to find the nuggets that I thought were the best ones.
Okay.
Sorry for using the Mighty Car Mods term, but they will forgive me, for I have a chopped sticker on my city now. More information on the city later today, isn't there? Okay, and there shouldn't be any scrap cars in here, but some of them might be scrappy. Like borderline scrap cars.
And it's auction history that we're looking at, where we know the sold price for.
Right. And so we are going to go into our auction tool. And mini disclaimer here, this auction tool here is our new auction tool.
Yes.
Which we have been producing for over 5 years, and it is so close to being used, but it was actually easier to filter these cars using the new tool than the old tool because we've got different features in them. We are not ready to roll this out yet, so we're not going to share with you the URL or anything like that. You got that hidden?
I got that cropped out, yes.
Because after a show like this, we're going to have a ton of people going, oh, I want those $80 cars, type,
Yeah.
and then a million emails to the new tool, and it's like, guys, this isn't ready yet. But the secret is you can still log in, create an account, and all of that. It still does work. We're just kind of gatekeeping by not letting anyone know how to get to it.
Yeah. That's the current state.
Okay, so we'll jump into it. This first category of cars are cars that cost $80, and in some cases slightly less.
$80.
That's cool.
Or less.
Wait, is only yours doing the echo?
No, yours is doing that too.
Because I can't hear myself through my headphones. First car on this list, and this is going to start a trend. There are an awful lot of Euro cars on this list.
Yeah.
So the first one here is a Renault Kangoo. And for whatever reason, it is multiple different colors. They have a different color door on what seems like both sides, and a different color barnyard door on the back too. Perhaps this was done for styling purposes, but it's going to hurt your resale value. And in this case, this is a funny one to start off with. This car was sold at auction for 9,000 yen. That's like $60.
Yeah,
that's less
9,000
than
yen.
$60. 9,000 yen. You can see that right on this screen there.
And it's a grade 3, 90,000 kilometers.
And we'll take a quick look at this sheet here and see if we can tell why it sold for so little. The body's looking pretty good. A little bit of a misalignment in the rear bumper. First time at auction. I think the Renault Kangoo is a funny car because, like, they're not that cheap. They were like 2.8 million when they were new.
Damn.
And now they're like disposable. And they don't look that bad. This is a 2010. And then it says color changed, sort of, and a lot of uneven paint. So they've kind of ruined the exterior with their version of a color change.
Yep.
And then it says the interior is stinky.
Oh, great.
Which could be a risk, right? Because they don't say what it smells like. Like, if it smells like bananas, then that's not so much of a big deal. If it smells like dead bodies,
if it smells like a kangaroo, it's probably not nice. Sorry, that was a low-hanging fruit of a joke.
And it's got a minor oil leak, and the exterior has some paint peeling, but mechanically, this car should be solid. As solid as Renaults get. Cheap shot, I know, but...
Yeah. Hey, if it's a little stinky on the interior, you can strip this and make a fun little race car out of it.
Yeah, Kangoo race car. That's what everybody wants. You know what? The headlights on the front look very much like the Fun Cargo. Actually, the whole car looks like a Fun Cargo, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But it came out after the Fun Cargo, so Renault was like, let's just take that for ourselves.
Yeah. 9,000 yen, which is what in dollars at the moment?
I don't know, like $55?
Yep, there you go.
$60, something like that. Let's go on to the next one.
This one.
And next we have a Suzuki Swift. This is going to make a Grant kind of sad. Grant, did you take a look at this one?
I mean, this is the generation after mine. It's the base model 1.2, and it's an automatic. I'm not very sad.
Hold on. The generation before yours, isn't it?
No, after.
Hey?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got the better version of it, but it's still...
Yeah.
It's cousins with your car.
Kind of, yeah.
No, it's the same as your car.
Sure.
It's just not as cool. 10,000 yen.
10,000 yen.
So $75.
Mm-hmm. 3.5 DC.
38,000 kilometers on it. And yes,
That
one
is
point,
not a lot. That is like super low.
so the front bumper is wrecked. So look at all the B4s. So B4 is a level 4 dent. So you got a dented bumper, dented rear fender, dented rear bumper, paint fade on the roof. This is certainly a Bodyman special, but with 38,000 kilometers and no note of any mechanical issues, I would think that this one's pretty safe to continue driving.
10,000 yen. That's how much parking for me costs in 1 month.
The parking for here costs 60 and 5. I was talking at the bus stop about what we were going to talk about on the show to one of the dads that drops off their kid there, and he was like, "What? You can't get cars for that price?" And I was like, "Well, I happen to be a car dealer."
So yeah, I can.
Yes, you can. And his theory was that the cost of parking is so high that people are going to accumulate a lot of costs for cars that they don't want, and so they will get rid of them for nothing.
Yeah,
and that is part of the reason why the cars are so cheap here.
Yeah, buy 2 of these to make one good one. You're still gonna be cheaper than buying a good one. Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe. So somebody said if shipping to Toronto didn't cost me $4,500 for each car, then I will have one of each. Yes, that's a caveat that I didn't mention at the top of the show, that of course you buy these cars for that fee, and then there's the purchase fees, the transport, the ocean freight, the import costs, and all of that. I didn't have time for this, but I wanted to have a section where I would put, here's how much this would actually cost landed, and here's a similar car for sale in your country.
To get the better comparison.
To show the comparison in prices, but I thought that was a little bit convoluted because it's hard to tell the condition of a car at a dealer, and a lot of these cars that are selling for so cheap are going to be a little bit rough condition and not ready to sell.
Yeah. So take this maybe as a list of inspiration.
But still, if your landed cost in Canada is $3,500, rule of thumb, $3,500 on top of the cost of the car, all of these cars are going to be under $4,000 to land.
Yeah. Gregor said landed for 510.
4510. There's also something at the end I want to tell people at the end after we're done all of this, just to keep people's eye on the game and how this all works. So
okay,
it's
next car.
information.
We have a lot of cars. The reason why...
Go, Max! Go!
Yeah.
Stop explaining and just touch things with your little producer setup there.
Okay, here. I'm touching things.
Nissan March, our secret race car.
Ooh.
We have one of these because it was cheap.
Yep.
13,000 yen, which is exactly $80 US. So we're getting into the ones that are exactly $80 now. A Nissan March from 2006. Higher mileage on this, 169,000 kilometers. And it says the roof has an X on it. That means some damage on the roof.
Mm-hmm.
X is a little bit weird. It really means should be replaced. But in this case, I would think that it's a weird thing to say. Can we look at the picture again?
Potentially has been replaced.
No, it would be XX. That doesn't look like it needs to be replaced. But you'll also often see it like a front bumper will say X1 or X2 or just X on it. And then it'll be a crack in the bumper or something like that.
Maybe that goes into the spoiler.
I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with the roof there. You could buy it and find out, and if you don't like it, you've only lost 13,000.
Raindrop says exterior, yes, is E. So it's quite a rough exterior, and you can see that in the sheet too.
They said on the sheet here, the second note, roof X as well. The roof needs to be replaced, so there might be something wrong with this one. Yeah. It says various paint fade on the car. Engine room has some surface rust, underside surface rust.
Yeah. Given that it's an R grade, I think that probably means that its roof has been replaced, and that auction may just not use XX, because I don't see that anywhere.
Yeah, I took all the USS car auctions out of this list because we can't show their pictures, and so therefore some of these smaller auctions have slightly different terminology. Power window on the right front doesn't work, and the rear door damper doesn't work, and lots of dents. The A4 is a huge scratch, B4 is a huge dent. A3 is a pretty large scratch. So the body's pretty weak, and it's the undesirable one with higher mileage, so it makes sense that this one. And the roof has been replaced.
I'm going to do some market research here, Derek. Gregor says a car for 10,000 yen would be around 6,000 Canadian dollars on the road.
Depends on where you are.
Yeah.
Greg is in, I think he said that he's in Toronto.
import to my what kind of cars can you get in Canada at the moment for $6,000?
Hold on, we have way too many cars to show
Yeah.
to get into that. But Grant, while we're doing this, look up a car for 13,000 yen and get us a landed price in Vancouver.
Is he actually listening? We don't know. He's working too hard.
Hi, Grant.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next one. This surprised me.
This is a Nissan Serena, which is their minivan that competes with the Honda Stepwagon or the Toyota Noah/Voxy. They tend to fall in value pretty quick because most people want the Toyota one or the Honda one over the Nissan one. I wonder if it has something to do with the CVTs.
Maybe.
It was at that era where Nissan CVTs were made out of tinfoil. And so the Nissan Serena here, let's take a look at the... It looks pretty good, though,
It looks
right?
really good, yeah.
This one sold for 13,000 yen, so $80.
Yep. 170,000 kilometers.
That's pretty high. But still, it's... I'd be worried about the transmission. Maybe it's already... Can the CVT last for 170, or is this on its second transmission?
Yep, you don't know.
Condition's not bad. The body is good on this one. So I'll
Yep.
read all the notes so you know exactly what this one is. So seat is saggy. The door card has medium wear on it. The interior is scratched. Steering wheel wear. Exterior has small scratches and small dents. Front bumper underside is scratched, and winter tires on the car. Doesn't sound bad at all.
Yeah, no
2011.
mention of anything.
There you
Yeah,
go.
odd that
$80
it's
bucks.
that cheap.
You can melt down the metal for and get more metal for $80.
Weird. Yeah, you want to go on a highway trip?
This is a Highway Star version, isn't it?
Yeah. 13,000 yen. That's cheaper than renting a car for half a day.
You before anyone tries to do this, you can't come to Japan as a tourist, buy a car from auction, drive it around,
Yeah.
and then export it.
Yeah.
Regulations don't allow for that.
Does the Japanese Nissan with CVT get the same rep as they do in North America?
I honestly don't know. I would suspect that they use the same transmission supplier. Like some things from country to country are different, but I don't think that the transmissions would be.
Yeah, makes sense.
I would think potentially like the driving conditions are a little bit different here, like lower mileage or maybe a little bit less stress on them. I don't know.
Okay, cutting in with price news.
Yeah.
So assuming a purchase price of around 13,000 yen, and I've used the dimensions for something roughly the size of that Swift from before, just a small car, you are looking at roughly $3,400 Canadian landed in New Westminster.
And that includes your import tax too, right?
True.
That's import tax at 0% because of the TPP, right?
All right, so it is now, instead of 3,400, 3,340.
3,340 for any of these cars. You can get this minivan for $3,300.
It'll be a bit more because
Because
shipping
of
will be higher,
size,
but yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably 4,000 then.
Mm-hmm.
On to the next one.
I'm going to screenshot some questions that we hear for later. Gregor said you can get a 2003 Corolla with 150 kilometers, but everything else is around 200,000 kilometers for $6,000. Yep.
Yeah.
Next car.
And then there's that key thing that I'm going to mention at the end of the show.
Okay, I'm
That's
going to show.
very important.
Yep.
Not the end of the show, at the end of this section. Next one, the La 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 Fesuta.
What?
That's if you watch the commercial, that's what they say in it.
Ah.
Yeah, it's La Festa. It's not La 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 Festa, but that was in the commercial. And so this is, it's kind of like a subcompact that is extended a little bit. It's actually smaller than it looks in the pictures. Maybe
Like an
something
Odyssey,
similar
maybe.
to a, smaller than an Odyssey, but more like a Sienta.
Okay.
And I think they're a 3-row, but they are a 3-row. Like the back row is very small. 60,000 kilometers on this one. Bad paint everywhere. And some other bad body marks. I would consider the body about a 4 out of 10. And the rest of the car is looking okay.
What does it say about a headrest?
2 of them are missing. Oh no!
Oh no.
No, 2 headrests are missing. You could probably buy headrests, but it would be half the price of the car to buy a new set.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This one also is a Highway Star.
Highway Star. It says dent in the rocker cover. Something A. Mirror A.
The lower
Rear
section
spoiler
of the
paint
sill
peeling.
is scratched, mirror is scratched, rear spoiler has some paint fade on it, interior is scratched and dirty, seat saggy and dirty, and then P3 on the hood and the roof is probably the worst part of this car.
13,000 yen for that big of a car.
You
You can buy a whole car for the price of one coil pack for my car.
Well, you bought the wrong car. You
Yeah,
could have
I
a La
guess so.
Festa.
Yeah. Next one.
Okay, so the next one, we're going now to a new section, and this is where we have the surprise face. You ready for this?
Okay.
If you thought that $80 was cheap, our next section here is for the mega cheap. These are cars that cost only $19. No joke.
$19.
Now, this is where some of the scrap cars are going to come in, because I know I missed some of them. But
Yeah. Okay.
let's have a look. This first one here, a Honda Step Wagon.
Why is this 3,000 yen? What?
This is 3,000 yen or 19 US dollars. You can have yourself a Spada. You can probably buy the badge on the back for the same amount as the whole car, but not everybody knows that you can buy from Japanese auctions through PacificJDM.com. This is really one of our biggest sales videos, isn't it?
Probably, but it's also fun. I like looking at this and just imagining.
It looks really good,
It
doesn't
looks really. What's the catch? There must be a catch.
So this one is at a Honda auction, which is on Monday, and the Honda auctions tend to be quite a bit cheaper for all their cars.
but
Now,
you don't get
they
that
don't-
much info.
You do. This is there's corrosion on the fender.
Yeah, Honda auctions are weird because the sheet doesn't have the notes for the car. The notes
Right.
are in tiny Japanese text on the listing on a specific auction platform that only is visible the day before the auction and not afterwards.
Yeah.
There you go. So yeah, the body on this one, and okay, C2 on the body doesn't just mean C2 on the body. It means C2 on the body and some other places. Because you don't get corrosion on the body unless something's gone wrong.
S1s here.
S1, that's what I'm talking about. If there's corrosion there, then it has rusted somewhere else.
The catch is that they explode after 5 kilometers.
Right. Every single one of them has a little timer on the odometer.
Kaboom.
You now have 3 more kilometers. You can maybe go to 7-Eleven. You can walk there and that'll be safe.
Yeah.
Or you can take your $19 car.
This is so much money for $19.
Remember, this is going to be an outlier. Someone sold a
Yeah.
car and accidentally forgot to put a reserve on it or something like
Maybe.
that. And then and nobody wanted to bid on it, perhaps. And just the one guy who was like,
Or it's got a failed CVT or something that we can't see the sheet notes on.
Even so, though, that's right. So I tried to exclude the Honda auctions, but I guess this one slipped through because I wanted to be able to read the notes on the show, and our new auction tool doesn't have any of the notes on it.
I mean, the old one wouldn't either.
It
for the
does.
Honda. It does.
Yes.
Haha, should I write this down? That's something we need to change.
No.
Okay.
We can discuss after the show.
Okay. Next one.
The old tool has the information in a very poorly presented way,
Yeah.
and there's no way to better present it, so I'd rather just people ask for the translations.
Okay. Which you can do using this. There's integrated
No,
chat.
we are not talking about the new
Yep.
tool.
Next car.
What is this? A Nissan Note for 3,000 yen. That's
Medalist.
$19.
Medalist with Shaken.
The Note is currently the cheapest Nissan car that you can buy is the Note. Is that right? Do they still have the March? Or did they discontinue the March?
I believe they do still have the March.
I feel like they discontinued it, but I don't check into Nissan cheap cars all that much.
Yeah. Why should you buy a shed when you can buy this for $19? That is the story
has
of
a
the
nice
candy
segue
van.
to the candy van, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So let's look at the sheet of this one. A 2013, eh? The body is okay. It's not great, but it's okay for that price. The rest of the condition looks to be okay as well.
Shaken until end of July this year.
And a 360-degree camera. These are the cars that like parts dismantlers are salivating about.
Mm-hmm.
Like imagine all of you could just take out that 360-degree camera screen or something and then list that for $700 online or something like that for someone who has a broken one.
Too new to export to Canada.
2013 is too new at the moment. This one's going to the UK.
This is something I wanted to add a little personal story to the show. I recently went to drive a mountain pass on the weekend.
Slowly, I hope.
Slowly. Exactly the speed limit, nothing more than that. And this mountain pass had a lot of cars on it doing the same thing, driving the speed limit, always. But all of the cars happened to have sports tires on it.
In case they lost traction on the highway.
In case they needed to make the corner.
Oh, I didn't realize it's the U-turn.
Yeah. So most of the cars
driest
there,
joke in the world.
there was a hybrid Nissan Note on Potenza.
On semi-slicks.
Yeah. Doing the thing. And it was silent in the parking lot, and then he just went at it during the speed limit. It's really funny. And there were a bunch more that were just like that. And I think these cars are a good thing for that.
Let's go to our next $19 car. We have a terrible car. No, not our first Euro car, but our first German car, Mercedes-Benz B-Class. Not a very well-regarded car. And the A-Class that came out just before the B-Class is also very well regarded.
My grandpa had this as his last car.
Oh, I want my last car to be something that people don't.
Yeah, but he was easy to get in. It was cheap. Yeah.
Never mind. This is your grandpa, so I'm going to be nice about this.
What's the deal with this one?
It's a car nobody wants?
Yeah.
Not bad, actually. A pretty darn good car. Dashboard has glue on it. The seats ripped. Leather seats in these? I don't remember. I don't even know if we've exported one of these before. We've done a ton of A-classes because we used to have a dealer that wanted to do A-classes for whatever reason.
Okay.
He went bankrupt.
Oh. Bucks Op said, I've never seen this Mercedes in my life.
I don't think that dealer actually went bankrupt. He did stop buying from us because he didn't want to pay. But I don't know if he was having money problems or if he just didn't like paying. Yeah, the B-Class wasn't made for North America. It was a Euro vehicle.
Yeah. Cheap.
Not bad at all. I like these cars because the recycle ticket is more expensive than the car themselves.
Yep.
Okay, on to our next one.
Dun, 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 dun. What's the next one?
So this is a badge engineered car, and when it's a badge engineered car, the smaller of the two is usually going to sell for less. So Suzuki makes this as a Suzuki Solio, and then gave it to Mitsubishi under, I guess, made it and put Mitsubishi badges on, and then Mitsubishi can sell it, and they give some money back to Suzuki for that.
And this is a Delica. Before the Delica Mini was a thing.
This was a Delica D2. And then the current version of the Delica D2 looks like a Delica. This doesn't at all. Yeah, and I also found so many of these and the Suzuki Solios available in auction. So I don't know why, because I could guess probably they're cars that people don't like, or they maybe sold so many of them that
they're just cheap.
They become really cheap.
When you tell the boys you bought a Delica, but it's this.
Show up at like a Delica meet, and everyone there has got the lifts and the snorkels and the roof racks, and you're like, hey guys.
Can I be friends with you?
Perfect.
So what's this car about? 4? It's a grade 4?
I actually have a section specifically for grade 4 cars. But this one here, I didn't look at the grade because I wasn't using that to filter. So, not too bad. Again, the body is a little weak. I think with a lot of these cars, it's like, if you're a car dealer and you buy this car, you have to spend $5,000 on making it look presentable because the body is going to distract anyone from buying it, right? And then at that price, it's already priced itself out of the car. Might as well buy one in better condition at that point. And so there's really no use for these cars other than someone who wants a car that doesn't particularly look fine but pay a really cheap price for it. And there are car dealerships here in Japan that do that.
Yep.
I grew up in small towns. Demolition derbies was a thing of my upbringing.
Cool.
We actually had one of our cars turn into a demolition derby car.
That would be kind of sad to see, honestly.
Especially because my mom It was very much the Eminem thing of mom giving me a car and
Yep.
it being broken.
Mm-hmm.
And then she sold it from me after she gave it to me. She's
Yep.
like, you and your sister can share this car when I get a new car. She got an inheritance and got a new car. And then we kept the car for several years because we were like 15 or 16 at that time. We weren't old enough to drive, and we were looking forward to driving that car. It was actually a pretty badass car, 1972 Pontiac Parisienne,
Mm-hmm.
4-door. Kind of ugly, but it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
V8 engine, 5.7 liter, perfect first car,
The North American way.
right?
Yeah, but if you rock up to a meet with this and you tell people this car was $19 in Japan,
Yeah.
it's kind of a cool story to
You
tell.
could put a livery on it. The $19 car.
If you are a YouTuber, hit us up.
Yeah, right? Yeah, like us?
I want to do that. I want to buy a car for 3,000 yen and do videos on it.
On to the next one. A Toyota Voxy. One of very few Toyotas on this list, so it might be a broken engine. The Toyotas tend to hold their value better, and even in bad shape, they're still revered all around the world. And so people will buy them no matter the condition. But we have one here that sold for 1,000 yen.
Huh? This is also like the...
Hold on. 1,000 yen is $6.20.
Isn't this the wheelchair edition here with the little like...
Oh, yeah, it might
Drop.
be. I didn't even look at it.
1,000 yen. What's the catch? E exterior. Bad repaints.
Grant would have to help me with this, but it looks like it has like a fold down slope.
Can
for
I
wheelchairs.
get the number for it? I'll take a look.
8013, and the auction is
TAA Kyushu 2 months ago.
TAA Kyushu tends to be a cheap auction as well. Kyushu is far away from the regular export ports.
8013,
Yeah. And it looks like it is a wheelchair accessible car. Even so, it's still registered as a 7-seater. That's weird. For the wheelchair ones, you would have the rear seats taken out.
This is a good question. Wouldn't it cost that much to list this car at auction? We were talking about that before.
Indeed, all of these people lost money listing their car for auction. I guess they were hoping for more.
Yeah.
Yeah, the regular listing price for regular cars is 10,000 yen. You can list for less if you list in certain categories or at certain smaller auctions. I think it might be as low as 3,000 yen, but I don't know because we always sell at USS auctions for...
Yeah.
Okay, so the biggest thing I can find about the condition on this one is the last note says the body is shaky. That
Okay.
concerns me a little bit.
I wonder what it means the body is shaky.
I don't
Because
know.
it's a unibody car. It's not like the body is falling off the frame or something like
Do
that.
they mean
don't
like when the
know.
engine is running, the car shakes?
No,
But
because
then-
that would be like engine shaky.
Maybe all of the panels are loose.
Maybe the wheels are square.
I have no idea. That's about the only thing I could find from the sheet that seems questionable.
Also-
1,000 yen.
It's a Kai title.
That's because it's a
Wheelchair?
access car.
Yeah.
Okay, if that's the case, then that makes sense. Body is shaky. Interesting.
Okay.
Subframe is cracked.
Maybe. No, they would have found that on the sheet most likely. Subframes always crack in areas that are easy to see.
Yeah. 1,000 yen. There you go.
That might be the cheapest car on this list.
I think so. Next one.
The
Another
Mazda
Mazda.
Atenza Sport, which is the Mazda 6 in North America.
Mm-hmm.
And the station wagon, I think, is a darn good-looking station wagon. This one and the previous generation. And they come with a 6-speed manual here in Japan. Did you know that?
No. But I think
even if you don't get the Mazda Speed version, you can get the station wagon with the 6-speed and front-wheel drive.
Yep, you can get it. I believe this one is not that.
No,
This one
is
is not.
automatic. All of these are going to be automatic.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
It's a Mazda wagon. 178,000 kilometers, 3,000 yen.
Has some paint fade on it.
And then this says there's parts missing.
Yeah, we don't know which parts are missing, but it's not going to be the engine.
Yeah.
Parts missing. Seatbelt.
It,
Parts
it,
missing. The entire exhaust.
it doesn't look like there's the essentials missing.
If you were
But-
the seller of this car and they write parts missing, aren't you going to be like, guys, come on. Like, tell us which part. They obviously know.
Yeah.
The cigarette lighter is missing.
Well, no, so it just says lots of parts missing.
It doesn't look like it.
I don't know, but that's what it says.
I don't see a single part that's missing. Maybe the inspector's brain is missing.
This is actually kind of desirable.
Sell the Alteza, Max.
No, not for this.
I don't know that it's kind of desirable.
Yeah, there might be something nasty wrong with it for 19
Well, that and also,
bucks.
like, it says sport, but this is not, like...
No, that's just the name of this car.
Right.
Yeah, it's not sporty.
No.
It's not that this specific car is desirable, but this car, like, it's a master wagon that you can get with a manual.
I've never driven one, but I have heard a lot of people say that Mazdas, even the regular versions, are a lot more fun to drive than the regular versions of other cars. They always try to dial in a little bit of fun to their cars.
Yeah, I think that's good.
So maybe the Sport is justified. We should buy one and then make Grant drive it. You know what? Grant's borrowing the BB right now as his car is out. We should have bought him another car and made a video series of Grant living with the car.
Hey, as long as it's a 500 plate, why not?
No, it's going to be a lifted Land Cruiser.
You can't get that for 3,000 yen.
But it would make for a great video.
Yeah, that's true.
And it won't fit in his parking spot. That's why he said 500 plate.
Next car.
Okay, hold on. Wait, you went too fast.
Okay, yeah.
This is a new category. We're done with these super ultra cheap cars, and now we're on to cheap cars that are U.S. legal. Now, most of the cars that are super cheap, you'll find that they're somewhere between 2009 to 2012. That seems to be kind of the dip of the pricing. Once they fall down below that level, either all of them are exported or they become worth more because they're now classic-ish cars.
Yep.
For some of these cars, some of them are just they all get junked once they get to a certain age. Nissan Note. Don't do it, Grant. I know you want a Note, but don't do it.
Sorry, what?
Nothing.
Okay.
Okay, so the cap on prices here is 60,000 yen, which is about $400.
Yeah.
So I raised the cap for this one to get U.S. legal ones because there just weren't enough really cheap cars that are U.S. legal, because there are dealerships and importers in the U.S. that will buy anything as long as they can get their hands on it. And that raises the prices up.
Yeah.
And so our first one here is a Mitsuoka Vute, which is based on a Nissan Micra. But they extended the nose on it. 57,000 yen for this one. Look at that back bumper. I didn't think that they would make the back bumpers on the Mitsuoka out of steel.
No.
I would have thought fiberglass or something.
I don't dislike
Plastic.
the rear end of this car. Actually works quite well.
The Mitsuokas are weird because the March that it's based off of is the cheapest possible car that you can buy. So you're getting a car that, like, the whole shtick is we make our cars look like classic cars, make them look upmarket, but you still drive something that sucks. And, like, if you look at the interior, it's like, ooh, we've got plastic on top of a very cheap dashboard.
Gregor is asking, who drives these cars in Japan? Like,
They're
what type of person?
They're fairly popular.
Yeah, we have a Mitsuoka dealership down the road, and you can see them
The
all around.
artsy-fartsy people drive them. The I'm special people.
Or really old people. It's either one of the two.
I suspect this is supposed to look like a Jaguar. I don't know my Jaguars pretty well, but like a Mark 1? Is that what it's called? The one that looks kind of like this? Someone in the chat, give me a slap down, if you will.
A kind of generic person, kind of generic answers, exactly. That's what the chat is for. That's awesome.
Cool, love it.
Yeah, so we saw the rear bumper is a bit of a situation.
And C2 on the sill, and one other sill that says needs to be replaced, and a fender that needs to be replaced. So this one's junk. Basically, you would buy the car for the bespoke parts for the Mitsuoka that are still in fine condition and use it as scrap.
But it's at a Honda auction. That's quite interesting.
In Hokkaido.
That's why it's rusting.
Where snow and rust is a problem.
Okay, next one. 57 was the sold price.
Our next one here is a Suzuki Wagon R Wide, which is not a K car. This is a 1000cc engined version of what is otherwise a K car. And they call it the wide version because it is actually, I might be wrong about this, but I'm pulling this from very deep part of my brain, but I believe the entire platform is widened.
Oh.
In the same way that the Emina and Estima are the same wagon, but one's narrow.
I thought it would just be like the over fender that just pushed it a centimeter over the
That
K-car.
might be it. So don't quote me on this, but
Okay.
I believe that the entire thing is wider, and it looks weird once you actually see them in real life.
This back bumper in combination with the wing, it's not a wing, it's a spoiler.
You can say those interchangeably.
No.
Yes, you
can't.
can. Technically, there is a difference, but you can colloquially say them interchangeably.
Yes, but all of the people who actually engineer that kind of stuff will get very
this
angry.
this is a very German response. I suspect that they have been down that road with argument enough times that they're just like, fuck it.
Oh, there it was, guys. The one for the show.
27,000 yen for this car. Let's have a look at the sheet.
Oh, you get a sick
So-
radio.
The reason why this one might be really cheap is because this is technically, like, it's very close to being a K car, but it doesn't give you the tax benefits of being a K car. So you get the downside of a K car, small vehicle and not very
Cheap build
fast and
quality.
cheaply made and
Yeah.
inexpensive, but you don't, like, you have to pay twice as much for your registration and your road taxes. And
Yeah.
so here in Japan, there is no purpose for this car anymore.
Do they come in manual though?
Oh, I don't know. Very, very few of these ever sell.
Damn. Yeah.
The K car version, of course, comes in manual.
Haha.
Buy that one. It's cooler anyway. You get the little turbo engine that gives you psh sounds.
Mm-hmm. So the rear floor is dented. It's an R grade.
Body has a little bit of rust on it, just a bit though. Oh, the rear wiper's missing.
Oh no.
Let's go to the next car. The next, this is a car that I didn't know existed. Our next car here.
Yeah.
Now I've seen them on the road, but I never really.
This must be an error. It's not called unknown.
Yeah, it is a Mitsubishi Dingo. A dingo.
Dingo.
Like the little dogs from Australia that
It looks
terrorize people.
Yeah.
I think there's got to be another name for this. Grant, do you know?
I'm looking at it right now. It seems to be, it's a Mirage Dingo.
Oh, is it? But it just says Dingo on the back. Dingo is such a funny name.
It's got box over fender styling.
Oh,
Isn't
yeah.
that- isn't that-
Mitsubishi's all about the rally cars,
Yeah.
right?
These
What
cars are
year
odd.
is this one?
This is a 2001 Dingo.
Oh, it's a CVT.
There
Well, it
we
doesn't
go.
say anything that is broken, but it's probably broken.
Yet.
And it's pretty rough.
The front floor is bent and the end panel is bent.
Also says the exterior and interior are highly similar to the Japanese market MPV Mitsubishi Dion.
There you go.
All right. I'd buy a Dingo over a Dion any day. 1.3 liter engine.
Yeah, UA3, UA1. Lots of dents and scratches on
Yeah.
it.
And I think the light green color isn't doing it any favors either.
Yeah.
It's like, couldn't
No.
decide if I wanted silver or green, so I got somewhere in between.
Should I rename the show in like all the CVT cars you can buy from Japan?
That dent in the back is nasty, isn't it?
Yeah.
This era of styling for Mitsubishi, I think, is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like, there are a number of cars that have a very similar kind of look to it. The round but angular look. The
Yeah.
Pajero IO is one of them, which
Mhm.
is arguably better looking than this, but I still don't
Yeah.
think it's beautiful.
Next one. Are we still in the same category for the next one?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello.
Nissan March. Actually, I quite like these. I know they're cheap cars, but cheap and cheerful.
Yeah, cheap and cheerful. Cheap and cheerful is a great name.
I didn't make it up.
No.
Now, this one sold for 48,000 yen, so around 300 bones, maybe a little bit less than that. It is a Nissan March, and I especially like it because that March is so fast on the racetrack.
Mhm.
Like, these can be legit fast race cars.
Have you guys ever seen the Estate March?
Oh.
I have not.
Did someone in the chat say that?
Yeah.
That's one of those cars where it's brought up, and I'm like, yes. But if somebody didn't bring it up, I would tell you there's no such thing.
Yeah, I don't know if they make an estate version.
I don't know. I feel like they do.
Saw
Chat
one?
GPT it.
No.
This whole show is brought to you by AI.
It's not.
No, it's not.
It's not. Don't even
I don't
confuse
I
people.
don't think anything in this show is AI.
No?
Oh, maybe.
No.
Are you sure?
At least my part is not.
No.
We are real people. We're not fake. What is sellout?
They do make one. It's called the March Box.
Let's look it up.
I'm gonna
I
close
want to
this.
see a Nissan March box.
March box. Ah.
Oh my gosh, the proportions are terrible.
Ugh.
I'm usually all for a station wagon version of cars, but I think that back window should have been the same size as the rest of the windows.
Yeah. Interesting. Thank you for that piece of information. Never saw
Although that would be so cool if somebody brought something like this on the racetrack.
Or you put a sick audio system in the back and make this cool looking.
It's the same wheelbase. It's just an extended boot.
Look up the sedan. Wait, what are we doing now?
We're being tangential.
Oh.
Prior to the show, Max asked me what tangential means, and he thought that it was a. He knows what tangent means,
Yeah,
right?
of
And
course,
he
yeah.
thought it meant a gentle
Tangent?
I think that's so adorable.
I didn't think it was that way. It was just the first thing that my mind slipped into.
So looking at the sedan, it's just a Tercel.
With
It's actually kind of cool in a nerdy kind of way.
yeah,
The back looks very much like the.
looks like a modernized Trabant.
What's that Toyota that's based on the Altezza platform?
Pro Grey.
Pro Grey.
Yeah, kinda. That's not stupid. Anyway, we are here for cheap cars.
So the March here, corrosion special. Underside has some pretty heavy rust on it. They don't say corrosion, but they say S2. And then C1 on the front inner panel. It's a Nissan.
Uh-huh.
C2 on the door, C2 on the back fender. So yeah, rust is the big problem with this. And 170,000 kilometers on 1,000cc engine. Probably still okay. I think these engines are generally pretty good. We did have one head gasket blow on one of these ones. Not this car, but the same engine in a POW.
And you also raced against one.
Yeah.
That was one of the
The
quickest
race
cars
one,
on
I
the
believe, was engine swapped.
So cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they got a 1.3 in theirs.
I think they had a 1.5 in theirs.
I think they're lying about their engine too.
Oh dear.
I shouldn't say that.
Like
Yeah,
Spirits,
I'm just bitter because they're so fast.
like Spirits Taro coming to the race with a 1.8 Miata saying, "Oh, we're going to do 57 seconds," and he does 47. Next one. Ooh.
More cheap and cheerful, the Peugeot 206, importable to the USA now. One of your favorite cars.
This was the car I wanted to have as my first car when I was a kid.
I'm glad you didn't.
Because it was in Gran Turismo 3, there was a rally version with the white and blue livery.
with
That
with
one
the
was
big stupid spoiler, right?
yeah. I still like the styling of it. I think it's cool. And it's got the same intake as the Twingo. It is. I mentioned a Twingo.
Oh, we have a Twingo in the show.
No, we took it out because it was crashed.
It's a shame. I walk by a Twingo every day when I drop off my boy to
Twingos
the
are cool. Twingos
bus
are
stop.
cool. Yeah, 206.
59,000 kilometers on this. Being a Euro
No,
car.
59,000 yen.
Pardon me. 59,000 yen. Being a Euro car, it's going to be pretty cheap. A lot of Japanese people here don't trust Euro cars. Once they reach more than about 5 years old, it's like, oh, Euro car is going to get expensive, and then this is just what everybody thinks, and they don't really experience it themselves, so they don't know if it's true, but values fall off hard on Euro cars.
Yeah. So this one, 3 with exterior D, 80,000 kilometers on it.
88,000 kilometers. Body needs a decent amount of work. And this is pretty cheap for these. I would think that if you're actually going to be buying one of them, you probably want to target around 150,000 yen or 200,000 yen.
Yeah. Yeah, body is rough, but it's cheap.
Our next car is this one's fun.
Oh.
Oh, no, it's a Racine. Did the Nissan Cube get taken out?
Yes. No. It shouldn't.
No, you're going to show all the secret cars.
Anyway, maybe
Let's just
it's
assume it was
in
taken
there
out.
later. But
Because it's a first generation Cube that nobody knows exists. Because it looks nothing like the Nissan Cube that everyone knows.
we'll see if it comes up. If it doesn't, I'll pull it up.
Okay, we got a Nissan Racine, which is I guess retro-styled kind of 4x4 looking car. Grant, are these actually four-wheel drive? Or are they just front wheel
The
drive?
Rasheen? No, they're 4-wheel drive. Or you can get them in 4-wheel drive.
Okay, this one sold for 55,000 yen. I don't know if they actually came in this color. It looks like the Toyota green from the FJ Cruiser.
It actually looks cool.
Yeah, Rasheens are cool.
Yeah.
I wonder where they got the name from.
Was it sold in the Indian market?
Yeah, it absolutely sounds like let's make a car that is like. Remember on the last show we were talking about how like a lot of in the 80s and 90s Japanese cars were like, oh, this is very European styling, and they were maybe someone at Nissan was like, and then let's try doing the same thing with India.
Let's try get a new market.
And it kind of looks like Indian styling, like a Tata vehicle from the 80s.
Still with the spare wheel on the back. What's the catch for this?
These are a Nissan March underneath, just like many of the other small Nissan cars.
Great
Lots of rust. It's a Nissan. Lots of rust.
So we got rust holes in the underbody. Also, engine leaks oil. Core support's been repaired. Front inner panels have been repaired. Roof has been repaired.
There you go. This is turning into more education about cars.
It says roof inner, right?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Someone jumped the car with a helmet on and then dented the roof from
Right?
the inside.
Hulk is inside driving the car.
All right. We also got corrosion holes in both the lower sills.
And
C2
both rear
C1
fenders.
Doors. Bleh.
It's pretty rough.
I had a friend, he had a toolbox in the back of his car, but he doesn't have any trim in the trunk. He went through a corner, the toolbox slipped to the side and then dented the rear side panel from the inside.
Oh, wow.
It looked funny because of the side panel and dent to the outside.
We did that on a race car.
The Roadster?
The battery tie-down strap in the Roadster didn't work, and it's in the trunk.
Yeah.
And the battery around the corners would hit the same area in the trunk over and over. And we got a little welt on the outside.
Okay, funny.
And then we hit it. We drew on it.
That's why I didn't see it, probably. Okay, next car still in the same category, or are we moving categories?
I don't know where we are now. No, it is the same category. It is a Honda.
Yes.
We don't have a lot of Hondas in here.
Inspire.
That's a pretty wild kind of paint fade on it. It almost looks intentional. Like the Mighty Car Mods car that they made for Street Cred, their Mark III Golf.
The rusted one.
Right.
These are cool.
Honda Inspire.
Acura
No longer
TL.
inspiring. 24,000 yen.
24,000 yen. What's the catch with this one? Let's see.
Engine doesn't work well.
Oh.
It works, but it doesn't work well, and the oil leaks. So,
And Raindrop says the transmission is made from glass.
is it? I actually don't know that much about the transmissions for this generation of Hondas.
What engine is in this?
2.5 liter. Maybe the 5-cylinder?
What?
Did they have a 2.5 4-cylinder? They did have a 5-cylinder. It was
I
on
didn't know.
their
I
older
believe
version
this
of the
is,
Inspire.
if it's a 25 valve, then it's got to be a 5-cylinder, right?
That could just be 25 and then the letter
like a
V.
trim, like V.
That's why, like, this is the V package. I don't know. But they did have an inline 5-cylinder that they put in a few cars.
Value. See what I did there?
And the dashboard makes noise. And the AC doesn't work. Of course, if it is a Honda that's on the cheapest car list, there's going to be a lot messed up with it.
Yeah. Hondas are usually great.
The body's weak, too. No, it's not
Still
only the paint.
24,000 yen. Project car.
That is a well-abused car. And the Inspire was an upmarket car, too. It's sad to think that somebody allowed their car to get like that.
Mm-hmm. Next one.
Now we're going to a new category. These are all grade 4 cars at auction. And then I put the price cap for this one at 50,000 yen, and I got some of them well below that. And there are some surprising ones in this. And when I was going through the list, I saw the same cars again and again and again.
So it's not like one car sold that much.
These
so
ones are actual cars that you can get for really cheap because nobody wants them.
So this is the part of the show where the cars are actually some of the cars that you would want to buy.
Any of these cars, I would be okay with you buying. I might laugh to myself afterward.
Okay.
Toyota IQ, one of the most hated designs in automotive history, especially when it comes to the Aston Martin version of it, right?
So the thing is, you can buy this for 27,000 yen, which is what,
And you can buy it.
$150?
I think I know where you're going here.
And then you can add 2 zeros to that, and it's still the same car in dollars.
I thought you were going to say you can go and buy the grill from the Aston Martin version, bumper and grill.
Yeah, but that's triple the price of this one.
So the Aston Martin version sells for like $100,000
Yeah.
because it's like a special limited edition car, right? But you could absolutely get a body kit for this that makes it look like the Aston Martin version.
Imagine Rocket Bunny would make a white body kit for these. The prices would go through the
Hold
roof.
on, isn't there a G's version or something like that?
There
They
is a
do
G's
make
version.
a GRMN wide body with a supercharger.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Can we see the sheet?
And lots of pictures from CAA for this one. Grade 4 CC.
See, this confuses me. So this one here is a 2-seater version. And as far as I know, they make a 2-seater version, a 3-seater version, and a 4-seater version of this car. I can't think of any other car that does that.
Mm-hmm. I went to a wedding and someone had a Signet 4-seater.
I think all the Signets are 4-seaters because they wouldn't have sold that in multiple configurations.
They brought their whole family in a Signet. It's like, what?
See, when this came out in international markets, it was a 3-seater because the thought was that the driver can't have the seat close enough to the steering wheel to leave room behind him, so why bother? So the passenger and the person behind them, that's how they get 3.
Mm-hmm.
But then I found, like, when I came here to Japan, I was like, there are 4-seaters here?
Interesting.
And sure enough, there is another seat there.
Somebody
This-
drove this for 124,000 kilometers. It's crazy.
It is a grade 4 and a grade interior and exterior are both C, which leads you to believe that it's not that good of a grade 4, but this is a good example of why you don't want to rely just on the grade.
Yeah.
You have to check the grade and then, oh, grade 4, now let's look at the notes,
Yeah.
right? The notes here say interior dirty, inner panel has screw holes, insto panel. What's the insto panel? Grant?
Sorry, what?
Insto panel has screw holes. It's not the inner panel.
I am not. Might be the instrument panel,
Okay.
That makes
like
sense.
the gauge
Yeah.
cluster surround.
Yeah.
Okay, that does make sense.
Someone had a gauge on there.
The 1000cc engine. I don't know a lot about these. Are they turbo or are they naturally aspirated?
Oh, they are not turbo. No.
So yeah. 55 horsepower, 60 horsepower.
Honestly, why not? Why is this universally hated?
I also want to know why the seller is selling the car with his dealer plate on it. Wouldn't
you
you
see,
take the
you
dealer
see
plate
that
off?
once in a while.
Well, you do, and I don't know why.
Yeah. You get a radio that's probably worth more than
That
the car.
console looks so stupid.
You know the gas station down the road at the big intersection. The guy who works there has a Toyota IQ.
Yeah.
He washes it.
Hope he
Washes
doesn't
it
watch
every
this
day.
show. Really?
Yeah.
All sorts of people in this world. Let's go on to the next one.
Let me screenshot a question for later.
So the next car, I'll just start talking about it.
Yep, here it is.
A Volvo V70. And Volvo is a brand that makes an excellent car, but their cars fall in value really quickly here in Japan. I think Volvo's branding isn't as strong as it once was. I think selling to Geely, the Chinese company, probably did a number on that. But the Volvo cars that were made, this was a Ford generation one, so maybe not as loved as the earlier versions, but they still make a darn good and comfortable car. And they are cheap.
40,000 yen.
40,000 yen for this. And grade 4, look at the body. It's got a couple of scratches on it, but nothing that can't be addressed fairly easily.
Exterior B is really good.
And the only other problem with this is the AC not working.
40,000 yen.
Jacob loves Volvos too. He's had several of them. Jacob, you want one of these?
If it's rear-wheel drive Volvo turbo manual, yeah.
He only wants the rear-wheel drive turbo manual ones. But this one is turbo.
Yeah.
2.5 liter turbo and has an automatic transmission, so it doesn't pass the Jacob test, but maybe it passes the viewer test.
It's got shotgun until August this year. End
Great.
of August.
We can buy it and drive it around.
Yeah. Next.
A lot of minis on this list. Minis are cheap.
Because
cheap,
they
cheap.
blow up.
They are European cars. What did this one sell for? 19,000 yen. I'm only looking at the pictures, but that looks much more expensive than
19,000 yen. Yeah.
like my son can afford this right now.
I don't know if I could have afforded this in the age of your son.
He likes to save his allowance.
Okay, yeah, I didn't. BC, yeah, AC doesn't work.
Engine oil leaks. Seat is ripped. Hood has something I can't read on it. Front bumper underside scratch. The body is pretty decent.
Wait. We got friendly Jacob Reporter King in the chat.
Jacob, did you make a new YouTube handle just to comment?
No comment.
He said no comment, which is nice. Can we have a Volvo Daily for me, please? Thank you. So is this gonna replace your wish for a Hi-Ace?
I'll take you.
A Hi-Ace does make sense, but I'd like to put a tire machine in it.
Ooh.
A Hi-Ace with a tire machine sounds like a good
And then
time.
a Project D sticker on the side.
Oh yeah, make it
Mhm.
out to look like the initial D van.
Yeah. Yeah, AC not working is I think the big one for this one. Next car, we still have a lot to go through.
Not a lot.
Yeah.
We're coming to the end.
Another D2. Side airbag less.
So the last one was a grade 4, so this one I don't think we really need to take a look at. This was another one that you can find tons and tons and tons of them for real cheap.
It's got a
so
body kit, looks cool.
does look cool. Let's go on to the next one.
This one is 42.
Nissan Cube.
There it is.
Another, so not the first generation though. There is a generation before this.
Oh. Then
There are
maybe I
3
missed.
generations of the Cube, and America only got the 3rd generation, but the 2nd and 3rd look pretty similar. This one's a little bit boxier.
Cubes are fun.
And I think that they're great. Great cars. I've
Yeah.
been happy to see them every time. And I really like that on the episode where we showed all the pickup truck conversions.
Mm.
I think it looks really good as a pickup truck.
Yeah. Yeah. So this one was 49. Grade 4C.
AC doesn't work.
Aha, common
People
theme.
can't stand the AC not working.
Mm-hmm.
And it has pretty big damage on the left rear corner.
Ah, UA3. Okay. Next one.
We've got another Honda. Look at that.
30,000.
And a very popular line for Honda here in Japan. The Freed is a 3-row, but not quite a minivan.
I like the styling of these.
I really like the current version. I think it's a really good looking car.
Hmm.
I'm not buying this.
This is a hybrid too.
Woo, maybe
You
it's
can-
going to Mongolia.
You can you can buy a hybrid. Grade 4C. AC works.
For now.
Scratch on the wheel cover. Oh no. I can't pay more than 40,000 yen for scratches on a wheel cover.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a bad condition. Maybe the color is a little bit polarizing.
And you don't get pictures from the interior, which might put people off.
You do at this auction.
Okay.
But they're not in the system. For whatever reason, the feed that shows the pictures for TAA auctions, they don't show all the pictures.
Ah.
You would have to ask for those. Okay, on to our last one for the grade 4 cars. A grade 4, I think this is a damn good looking car. And I remember when it came out, the automotive press was singing its praises.
Wasn't that the first DS car that they made?
I don't think so. I think that there's the 2nd gen,
Hmm.
the DS3.
Yeah, these are okay. People track these sometimes.
Yep. Not this one, though. Automatic transmission. 116,000 kilometers. Paint fade on the front pillars.
Hey, AC doesn't work.
So crazy, isn't it? A lot of those. Dashboard glue marks. Interior dirty. Carpet wear. Exterior has slight scratches. Fine condition. It's just a entry-level Citroen.
Yeah.
And people don't pay a lot for them.
Oh, these
can get a
cars are
grade 4.
terrible, said someone. Stupid little French car. Mine blew up on me.
I mean, you don't have to buy French cars. You kind of did that to yourself.
16,000 yen.
Insane, right?
That's $100.
Yeah.
Damn. What's the next section?
The next section is newer cars. These are cars that are less than 10 years old.
Oh.
You want to go fast? I saw you looking at the clock there,
yeah.
Producer Max. First one, a Fiat 500. I think this one has a broken engine. I think this is one of the ones we were supposed to take out, but we didn't.
Ah. Let's see the cheat.
But Fiat 500s are another of those cars that, engine makes weird sounds.
Uh-huh.
So another of those cars that, unless it's the hot version, people aren't paying much money for them at all.
Mhm.
They're known to be unreliable cars.
Mm-hmm.
But they're so cute. Our next one is not a great picture. And this
Yeah, no.
this makes me both sad and happy at the same time. This is a Volkswagen Up, their smallest car that they sold, the continuation of the Lupo.
Did you know that it was a batch engineer with Seat? No, it's not.
Seat
Batch engineer.
cars
Seat
are...
is Volkswagen, but you can get this as a Seat as well.
I didn't know that. Now, the Volkswagen Up, I think, is a cool little car. The Lupo is well cooler. More than twice as cool as the Up. But the Up is still cool. But when I was doing the search for this, the auction site was flooded with Volkswagen Ups.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and by the way, Up is U-P exclamation point.
Which-
It's one of those cars with a punctuation as part of the name.
Someone pointed out in the chat the moment you said it.
Up! This is a Volkswagen Up!
3.5D, 111,000
And
kilometers.
it's a 2019.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like a brand new car in my mind.
U4 on the roof.
Yeah, that's because someone was partying up there. You know those music
Probably.
videos where they dance on the roof of the
Yeah,
car?
that's
Yeah,
how-
they went and sold it to auction after.
Say it with more enthusiasm. It's a Volkswagen Up!
Wait, was mine not enthusiastic enough?
Cobra thinks so.
Our next one here, and this is a short
58,000.
list because we were by this point getting a lot of doubles with what we had already talked about. But here we have a Mirage, which is Mitsubishi's cheapest car. In fact, this was the least expensive car that was not a K car available in Japan.
Oh. When it was new. 40,000 yen for this one. 225,000 kilometers.
And the engine makes strange sounds.
Ah.
A little bit of a side note. When it says the engine makes strange sounds, that could also mean the transmission. And it could mean there's something broken on the inside of the engine, or it can be the accessory. Like power
Yeah.
steering pump noise, AC compressor noise, alternator, belt squeal. Well, belt squeal is usually mentioned as belt squeal, but every once in a while, like we bought some cars that said engine noise and it turned out to be like a rattling heat shield or something like that.
Yeah.
It's just that, like, why take the risk when there are so many other good cars out there?
Wasn't this car 9,999 in the US new?
Under 10,000?
Yeah,
I can't
so-
believe that they sold this in the US. Like, the US, the market that hates subcompacts, they're like Mitsubishi.
Right.
There's a reason why you're not doing so well these days.
Okay, next one.
Now we're in a new category, and these are the biggest losers. And by that, I mean the most amount of money that they lost in depreciation since they were new.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a fun category because we got a few weird cars in here. This is a 2012 Alfa Romeo Giulietta, which is, I guess, their middle class car. It's
Yeah.
like Giulietta. I don't know. We don't have Alfa Romeos. I'm allowed to
Yeah.
not know a lot about them. And so this one here is a 14-year-old car. The original price for this was 3.2 million yen in Japan, and it is now 30,000 yen. This is a yearly loss of value of 226,000 yen.
That is a lot of money.
Every year, it's just
It
like,
is,
here,
yeah.
I bought the wrong car.
Yeah, you're
Take
gonna
my
pay for
money.
it. Yeah.
Now, this is the one that is the smallest loser of the biggest loser category. And
And
so
thi-
they only get worse from here.
This one is a grade 4C as well. No big notes. AC seems to work.
This one has the 1.4 liter engine. Is that... I know there's a supercharged and turbocharged 1.4 that Fiat makes. Is that engine?
No,
No.
I'm pretty sure the Giulia for this, it's just the turbo. It's the twin air that I think you can also get in the...
It's not the Giulia, it's the Giulietta.
I believe it's still the same engine, though.
Mm.
Hmm.
So what were you saying before I cut you off? Now he doesn't want to talk
Yeah.
to me. Yeah, you got to be careful with Grant.
Sorry, was that I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of so many things right now.
That's okay.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
So you were just saying that the engine is the same as you can get in the other one, and it's just the regular 1.4 liter, no forced induction.
It might be turbo, I'm not sure. I believe it is, but
Maybe that's
30,000
why
yen.
it's cheap, though. Maybe
Yeah.
a turbo one is less trustworthy.
I don't know. There's also the Quadrifoglio or something, the fancy version that you can get with a 6-speed that is turbo, and they're also really cheap.
Really cheap for what you get, but hella more expensive than this one.
Okay, next one.
The next one, this kind of made me sad because I love my Volkswagen. As unreliable as they are, I love my Volkswagens.
The Pro Box of Europe.
This is people actually work out of them. I guess maybe, right?
Yeah, it's like the
everyone in Canada's got a
Seat's
pickup truck. I do work. I want people to know it.
This and like an Opel or Seat. Yeah.
This is a Passat variant. Weird name for a station wagon, but okay. Sold for 92,000 yen. By the way, the cap for this section was 100,000 yen.
Mm-hmm.
So 92,000 yen. 14-year-old car, original MSRP 3.5 million here in Japan. Currently 92. That is a yearly loss of 243,000 yen.
Mm-hmm.
And so a little bit more than the last one.
Does it say check engine light?
No, which is weird. Weird for a Volkswagen.
Something must be broken
then. The hood has AU4, so again, music video car. And I guess we'll go into the next one because we don't have much else to say. It's not a bad condition car other than the hood needing replacement.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
This is the only electric car that I put on, and it's the cheapest way you can get into an electric car. This Nissan Leaf costs just 38,000 yen, which is a $200 car. $220 car.
Yeah, it also leaves a lot to be desired.
This one here is a, what year is this? 2014, making this one a 12-year-old car. The original MSRP for this is surprisingly high, but electric cars at that time were expensive to produce. It's odd that Nissan doesn't kill it in the electric vehicle game since they were first to market.
Yeah.
Kind of weird, but maybe it's not that weird. So 3 million yen was the original price, which sounds way too expensive for a Leaf. And the amortization for that is 247,000 yen per year. But think of all the savings in fuel. Condition-wise,
I wonder how
not
good,
bad.
I wonder how good the battery still is. Like, how far can you go? 10 kilometers?
Batteries can be rebuilt.
Yeah.
And you can tell everyone that you bought an electric vehicle for
that is a
cheap.
good question from Gregor. Do the auctions tell you anything about the battery health?
Not at all. The auctions haven't really caught up with that. I suspect in the future we're going to see that when electric vehicles become more popular. But here in Japan, not too many people are driving electric vehicles yet. I don't know the statistics for it, but in like some countries in Europe, it's over 25% now.
Mm-hmm. And Norway, it's like
90%
of new sold cars are electric.
It's so crazy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Here in Japan, I don't know the numbers. If I were to guess, I'd say like under 5%.
Yeah, buses here are still the buses from the early 80s.
In some cases, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one here, we have another Kangoo. Is this the same one? I may have pulled the same car. Oh, no, the other one was multicolor.
It's the same generation, but this one actually has paint that's not...
You know, they made a convertible version of the Kangoo.
Really?
Yeah.
Like fully convertible or just like a top that you can retract?
Pull up a picture of it. It's not a fully convertible because it still has the side glass. I don't know what it's called, but if you just put in convertible, you should be able to find it.
Oh. B-pop. This seems to be fully up your alley, Derek, with how you like the BB open deck.
It is not up my alley.
Okay, let's not get distracted. How much did this one lose in value?
That's 2 times. You have one more and you're kicked out of the show.
What?
Hitting the microphone like that.
Yeah, okay.
You can't hear it on yourself, right?
I can hear it, yeah.
Oh. So you can hear yourself and I can't hear myself?
Yes. Because I'm plugged into the because I want to monitor everything.
It sounds like you gatekeeping the cool options.
No, it's actually really confusing to hear yourself with a 1 second delay every time you speak. So if I'm
much delay?
No, it's not that much, but
even so, echo on like phone calls and stuff, even a fraction of a second is weird.
I'm hearing myself with a little bit of delay.
A 2017 Kangoo, that's a 9-year-old vehicle. Original price 2.4 million yen. Now price 64,000 yen. That's a yearly loss of 260,000 yen.
for a Kangoo.
The next one, another Citroën. Now, it's not great pictures, but it's a Citroën C5 Tourer. Original price, 4.2 million yen. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, this one is the one where the steering wheel rotates, but the
Whoa.
center doesn't. Yeah,
Whoa,
it's a
whoa,
very,
whoa.
very famous steering wheel.
that's cool. I guess people didn't think it's cool enough. They
And
should.
quirky. It's got like the top marker too.
Yeah.
You know.
I quite like that. I want to try one of these cars. I like Citroen's
My uncle had one.
an unknown brand, being from Canada.
Wait. We gotta look at this in the back.
Sylvia with original wheels.
Yeah, the telephone wheels. Okay, this is way more interesting.
Well, this Citroen, I'll have you know, was 87,000 yen at auction and 4.2 million 15 years prior to that. A yearly amortization of 272,000 yen.
It's a great
We're
99.
getting up there.
This is uninspected, I think. Great 99.
Ah, right. So yeah, probably a broken engine car. So I'm lying in this case. This is one of the ones I didn't filter enough.
Ah. Okay, next
We don't
car.
know what's wrong with it, honestly. The next one, and this one surprised me a bit how expensive these were in Japan. So this is the mid-level Volvo, the V60,
Mm-hmm.
which is a good place to be. I think you get a lot of car for your money. I think more
Yeah.
people should be buying Volvos, but I see the amount of people that click on the Volvo videos when we post one. They are abysmal, but they're
Yeah.
such good cars for the money.
Yep.
Okay, so this Volvo here, original price in Japan. Oh, that's a nice center console. The wood there, I like
Looks
that a
good.
lot.
Yeah.
4 million yen for one of these, which is a hard bargain considering all the awesome cars you can get in that price range. But
Yeah.
somebody in Japan wanted that Volvo, and 14 years later, you're losing 279,000 yen per year. So that is $1,800 per year in depreciation.
It's got push start.
It's different from what you think it is. Do you think the back camera just shows you the back of your head?
No, but yes. Yeah, you get a lot of car for Volvos.
The next one
It's the last one too, right?
is the last one. And this is a 2015 Peugeot 5008.
Common theme here. Peugeots lose the most amount of money.
Yeah.
This
So
one was
this,
sold
I guess,
for
is like a people carrier.
50,000 yen.
Sold for 50,000 yen. And it wasn't the most expensive vehicle on the list, but 3.5 million yen for this 11 years ago.
Okay.
And so that is a yearly loss of 314,000 yen. That's pretty serious.
50,000 yen. Yeah. There you have it. Really cheap cars from Japan.
Okay, so the most important thing to think about, you see all these cheap cars and you think, boy, oh boy, I want to get into one of those crummy cars. That's probably not what you're thinking. But seeing how cheap the prices can be in Japan leads people to think about their purchase on a price basis instead of a condition basis. I think the real reason to buy cars in Japan is the price, but not the lowest price. I'm always telling people don't buy the lowest price version of a car because you get so much more value when you increase the price. And today's episode is a perfect way to explain that because we told you a lot about cars that cost 50,000 yen.
Mm-hmm.
50,000 yen is a small amount of money.
Yep.
100,000 yen is a small amount of money. But it's also double the amount.
Yeah.
Right? So you can double the amount of car that you get. I don't know why there is quotes for that. Double the amount of car that you get, but you're only increasing the landed cost of your car by $500. So even of the cheapest cars here that are landing for $3,500, you can get double the car landed at $4,000.
Yeah.
And so you're only taking at worst a 20% increase in the cost to get double the value, which is a no-brainer in my mind. Go for cars that are 3 times, 4 times the price of these cheap ones, and it's not going to cost you that much more landed because the bulk of your cost is in the service fee, the shipping, the import costs, the registration.
Yeah.
All of this adds up. Get a way better condition one. In fact, get the top, well, not the top 10% because that tends to be a little overpriced, but get kind of the 70 to 90% range of how the range of prices usually is, and you can get fantastic value. Grant, you want to add?
Yeah, I would also say, like, with a lot of these little cars that we've been looking at, that little bit of a bump in your price at auction can also get you out of the base model into something kind of decent. Like with the Vute or the March or something. Going from 40,000 yen to 100,000 yen could get you into one of, like, the little Autech 12 SRs that we've talked about. Or with the Swift that we looked at that was pretty cheap. But if you go up from like 60, 70,000 for a lot of the 1.2 liters, you can get into one of the ones like mine for like 120, 150,000. And that's a totally different driving experience if you care.
And I guess that's also the reason why these cars are so cheap, because the market overseas from Japan isn't seeing the value.
I didn't think about that, but that's a good point.
Like, of course, you have all these extra costs of service fee, import costs, shipping, that the lower you get price-wise for the car, the more you're like, okay, now I'm not paying anything for the car, basically. I'm just paying for the shipping. And that feels wrong.
And that's just wrong.
It's not wrong. It feels wrong to do it.
I feel like most of these cars don't have a market here in Japan. And that's what really makes them these target cars for a show like this.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you want to be searching yourself on any of these cars, you can absolutely do that. We have a website that you can browse the cars anytime, as much as you want, which is fun because I get to track how many times that you look at cars. We were just talking about that yesterday.
It's a manual track. We're not saving the data for any like analytics and stuff. It just shows the last time that you logged in and how many times you've searched for cars. And it's nothing that we actually look at for any reason at all. I probably shouldn't have mentioned that. Anyways, you can do this, and you can look at all the cars that you want, and you can do it for free. All you have to do is sign up at the website, and you don't have to drop any deposit for that. Yep. Once you've decided if you want to import cars, then you need to send a deposit to us, and then that will open up bidding on these cars if you want. Correct. Okay, sales section of the show is finished. Let's look at some cool cars.
Okay, so we showed you a whole bunch of crummy cars today, and just because, like, for fatigue of crummy cars, I picked my cars for the auction purchase section of the show that we always do as being the expensive cars that I could find. So we got a few expensive cars to take a look at Japanese auctions. And then Grant also picked a bunch of cars.
Yeah.
Unbeknownst to me.
Nope. And
no.
so Grant
Which was
picked,
kind of your job, not mine, but I didn't know if you had done it or not. So
yeah, I ended up picking largely cheap cars, but not bad ones.
Okay, so first we'll do Derek's cars, and then we'll do Grant's cars, and we'll know the changeover, because all of mine are like $100,000 cars.
This is, now you can see the old tool again, the familiar interface.
Oh, right.
Oh, you have gotten an R35 here. What are you doing?
Which I don't think we've shown before, but this one surprises me a little bit. It's a 2008, so like the first ones that people usually don't spend too much on.
Yeah, these are weirdly good value and nobody looks for them.
But the seller of this one probably looked at the prices for all of the GTRs and then set the start price at nearly 7 million yen. These don't sell for 7 million yen in good condition, and this one has 80,000 kilometers and is fairer condition. This is the type of car that is more often kept in better condition. So if it's kind of middle of the road for a supercar, it might be super good condition for another type of car.
Yeah.
Is it fair to call it a supercar? Probably, yeah.
It's a premium edition. Does that make a big difference?
The premium edition does make a difference. Yeah. You get a non-bad interior.
Yeah. What are these usually selling for?
Grant? I don't track prices of these, but I think
I haven't looked through these super recently, but I looked about 6 weeks ago, I think, and they're, depending on the year and the condition, I would say between like low 5s to maybe low 8s on the top end for like the Nismos and some special ones.
But they get much more expensive for the modern ones. You'll
much
get them
more
at
expensive.
Like 15.
Yeah, if you're looking, the cheap ones are going to be like
yen.
your 2007 to 2009 models.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think ever sold one of these, have we?
Not that I can recall.
There are a lot of them here in Japan. I wonder if they're going.
Ooh, this one also has unknown mileage.
Yeah, meter change.
And he still wants 7 million yen for it.
Continuing with the tradition on those GTRs with the meter changes.
Actually, continuing with tradition, look at what's right here.
Oh, rust on the A-pillar.
But Nissan is known for rust on their R34s and their stages for right underneath the door mirrors.
Yeah.
So I wonder if the R35 is susceptible to that same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing that is pretty big though, it has had a transmission replacement at the dealer, which I know is known to be an issue on the early
ones.
R35s.
That's why they started counting how many times he launched them. Do you remember that?
Sorry, I didn't listen.
So the early model came with launch control, but then they stopped selling it with launch control because it was too hard on the transmissions. And everyone who had one of these is like, check out what I can do.
Yep.
And then eventually they started tracking, like with the software, started tracking how many launches that you do on them, so that when you take them into servicing, they can be like.
I was gonna say they'd void your warranty if it's so far, right? Yeah.
Gregor says low 5 millions is a good deal for import, and it overlaps well with an R8 of the same vintage.
Yeah, they're about the same price as the R8, aren't
Yep.
they?
Yeah.
I think that's legit.
Okay, on to our next expensive car, which I didn't put on my list here what it was, but we've got a Panamera.
Oh.
I think these are fantastic value. This one probably not so much.
But it's the
because
one that doesn't look
it's
like
an
your eyes
expensive
are
one.
going to fall out.
Yeah, the first model
The
is
first one
ugly.
was not good now.
But I think the Panamera has a great road presence. They are
And
big and they stand out.
Very comfortable. I drove a few, and
And I had heard a lot of people when this came out, I used to listen to a lot of automotive podcasts, and people were saying that they are one of the best handling and dynamic large cars that you can get. So, very cool. And
I
you
like
can get
these
them
a
in
lot.
4-seater and 5-seater. Did you
How
know
do we
that?
feel about
Yeah.
the styling though? Because I remember it being controversial, to put it kindly, when they were new.
But when they refreshed it, it's the same model year. They refreshed it and it looked way better.
second gen is good.
Isn't it like
Ooh,
a
and this one
1.5 gen?
has the carbon interior package and
Yeah.
911 turbo design wheels.
Yep.
22,000 kilometers on it, 4-liter engine. Is it these aren't a flat 6, right? These
No.
are
These are the VW V8s. Yeah.
4
The fastest version of the Panamera was the e-hybrid turbo.
I love when they make the fastest one, the hybrid. I think it's
700
funny.
horsepower or something.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm. These are cool. What are these selling for?
This one's going to be a lot of money. They want 8.6 million to open with.
Right? So I
Yeah.
don't know what it is, but because so USS Auctions, they're the paramount auction chain in Japan, as much as it hurts me to say that. That's where people sell their expensive cars. So finding pricey cars that were at some of these other auctions was a little bit harder to do.
Yeah.
And so I wonder if it's just crazy people doing weird things, because this doesn't seem like that's the appropriate start price for a car like this.
Yeah.
Because I believe you can get these in the 3 million yen range.
I think that might be older models though.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first generation one.
Yeah. The
Those are
first
the-
generation
the
ones you can get for
undesirable
like
ones.
around the 1 million mark if you look for it.
Yeah.
Sounds like trouble.
Gotta agree with Gregor. The Cross Turismo is the best one.
The Cross Turismo. What's that?
Station wagon version.
Can we see what it
You-
looks
you
like with
didn't
my
know?
eyes?
Yeah.
Are they not all wagons?
No.
Yeah, the station wagon version of the station wagon.
I love that Porsche made this. They have a
So
higher roof in the back.
okay. I
It's
see.
so good. It looks so much better than the normal version, honestly.
Okay, so for a 2019 and newer turbo, lowest prices are starting around 7, maybe 7.5 million, and that's with almost triple the mileage of this one.
But 2019 is only or you said 2019, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so only a 7-year-old car that
Yeah.
costs $150,000 new.
Yeah. So 8.6 is the starting bid on that one. Doesn't strike me as unreasonable. The first gen is where you're going to want to look for your value point.
That looks so good in that color. Like when it's
Right.
like these super luxury cars are usually sold in colors that are boring. I love it when they're super luxury cars that are in wild colors. Not sports cars, but like
Sorry.
Max, we talked about this. That was the 3rd time.
Yeah.
Yep, show's over, guys.
They did
Okay,
make
bye.
an off-road version, but I'm not sure for.
Let's talk about
Anyway, next
Wait,
car.
I was going to say let's talk about the next one, but I want to see the picture of the Panamera with the canoe on the top. Perfect. Okay, now we can continue.
Next one.
Oh, what's this?
300.
How about I just stare longingly at the car while you guys talk about it?
Kill the viewers if we're just like.
It's-
Derek wants to have one, I think.
Yes, very much. But you can't buy them still. They cost more than the MSRP by 20%, even 4 years after they came out here in
And
Japan.
they cost more than MSRP at auction still, I believe.
That's what I just said.
Sorry,
I
I thought
didn't
you
say
meant-
at auction. No, the MSRP for this is 8 million yen for the top of the line version, the GR version. The lowest one is 5 million yen. It's a steal. And then in other countries like Australia, they're $150,000. So people buy all of the ones that they can and get free money.
And this one starts at 7.8, which is 2.8 million
That's not the
above.
GR version.
Yeah, that's just the ZX.
Toyota's probably not making the lowest model version, because why would they? With such high demand, they're going to be making the higher level versions, but they currently still sell for anywhere between about 9 million to 12 million. I have seen 15 million here in Japan still. Insane. And that's with 16,000 kilometers on it. Not a brand new car.
Not a brand new one, yeah.
Idiots.
Gregor, thank you for putting Cross Turismo in the chat. I was gambling in my brain to find that name and I didn't get it. It's a lifted Sport Turismo. These look so cool and pretty bad.
I don't think they're honestly that good of a vehicle. Like, I've sat in them, and they are better than the Land Cruiser that the US gets, the 250. They are slightly longer, but they're shorter, and they're the same width. They run on the same platform.
The 250 is higher, you said.
Yeah, the 250 is not much. 5 centimeters or something taller.
I like the new 250. It looks cool. Next one?
The new 250 is the Prado, right? I really don't like how they called it the Land Cruiser in the US when it wasn't the Land Cruiser.
Although, even in Japan now, it's a Land Cruiser 250.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird, right? Okay, on to the next expensive car, because I think I got another one. Yes,
Ooh.
please.
Now we need to...
Starting price of 17 million yen. But it's going to go well above that, right? Also, who's selling this at MyRive auctions? Weird, right?
GT3 RS, all-time dream car, but sadly it became the influencer car.
Yeah, well, you don't let influencers ruin another thing. Just
Yeah.
get the car that you want. And I think also it's still, no matter what the influencers do, people in the car community give this the top level respect.
Yeah.
If there's like a tier list, this gets right at the top for the amount of respect.
This is such a well-known fact that this is such a good car that people who want to seem like they know about cars buy this as like, oh, I bought the best car that I can get for the track.
Oh yeah.
But then they don't know why this is. Anyway, this. Yeah. If any one of our customers buys a GT3 RS, we would be so happy.
We have sold, I think, one GT3, and it was a 997,
Still good value.
and it changed my life.
Yeah.
It really did.
Yeah.
Agreed. That, I think, to this day, that is still the most special car that has come through our lot that I've had the privilege just to sit in.
That one was in our lot, eh?
I think
Yeah.
so. The 9972 GT3 RS. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I drove that one to the port.
Oh,
because
that's
we
right.
didn't want to transport it.
Yeah.
4.5B, 27,000 kilometers. Okay, now the affordable part of the vehicles you can
Whee!
actually
This is
buy.
the part where I can cool down my vocal cords and Grant can talk.
What is this?
I love these. I want one so bad.
Starting with a weird one.
with a motocompo in the back.
Oh,
This
yes.
is a 1971 Honda Vamos. It is based on the engine and chassis of the Honda TN, I think it is, the little 360cc K car.
It is
What
not a golf cart.
No, it's not. It's like
a
a
real
little
car.
buggy thing, and it's awesome.
Did you say rear engine?
I don't
No,
know.
they are rear engine. I wasn't paying attention when you were talking.
Are they? Yeah.
Yes, they are.
That's awesome. Yeah, super cool. This one has been unsold for a couple of weeks now. I think last time the bid was $590. They probably want something in the high 100,000s, something less than $1 million. These are fairly rare, but not crazy expensive.
But it is a
I-
tough sell. Who's buying this to just...
The influencers, and they're ruining it for everybody.
But man, they're so cool.
I love the tire on the front.
Yeah.
It's not in amazing condition. It's got a little corrosion. It's got some paint peel. It's got an oil leak, but it's also a 1970s car, so
Hold on.
you expect that.
Look at the tire on the front again. That's a multi-piece wheel that's missing the piece. You can't mount that onto your car.
No,
It
no,
looks to
this
be
is
the
how
same
wheels
one as
mount
what's
on this.
What?
Yeah, it's the same as the others.
So your lug nuts are on the outside of the wheel,
Yep.
Does kind of look that way.
and you've got a ton of lug nuts.
Yeah.
And for the 20 horsepower or so, like imagine only having 5, it would rip the wheels apart.
Wild.
Oh, that is so weird.
Hey,
That is
if-
way cooler now. I want one even more.
If you live in Florida and you drive around
Florida.
this in Miami or something, it's pretty
Right?
cool.
Or just drive down the beach with it. It'd be great.
Next one, Grant.
Yeah. Next one. This one, there's nothing terribly special about it mechanically. It's a 1987 Suzuki Every van,
Oh, it looks so good.
but it's got super cool decals. It's a manual, and it's got a panoramic roof, which is awesome.
Like the old ambulances.
Yeah. So it's just kind of a nifty little van.
That steering wheel looks so much like Cyberpunk.
Yeah. It's not in amazing condition, but there's nothing on the sheet that worries me horribly. It's just a cool little van, and I like the stickers in the roof.
EX panoramic roof.
So the K cars, when they were in the 550cc class, are some of my favorites. They are so very much like the Japan is going to take over the world era.
Yeah.
Like each one of them can like robot transform.
Yeah.
And this definitely has the vibes for that.
Why did you buy this car, man? Stickers. Okay, next one.
Finally, we have the Borokusowagen. This is a Polo GTI.
Great value for money for these.
Great value for money. This is a 5-speed manual with the 1.8T 20-valve turbocharged engine.
Ooh.
It's in pretty good shape. The thing I love about these is the interior feels so upscale for the class of car that it is. Like, coming from most of the similar Japanese ones, like I've had my Starlet, my Fit, my Swift, the interior on the Polo is more than a grade up compared to any of those. It's really nice. The
It doesn't
engine
have a
feels
check engine.
strong. It pulls really good down low, but kind of
said
runs
that
out of
every
steam at
time.
like 5,000. So get it remapped, put an exhaust on it, and then it rips.
Yeah.
Yeah, these engines have a huge aftermarket, and it's not unheard of to get in the 300, 400 horsepower in a teeny tiny little car like this would be absurdly awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is an
cool.
automatic transmission one, though.
You can get them in manuals for
Nope,
not that much.
Max, this is a manual.
oh,
the-
yeah.
the AT is not
circle
circuit.
that.
Okay, it's not circuit. Never mind.
Yep.
Yeah, but they're like, how much are these, Grant? They're like 200,000, 300,000 yen, right?
Yeah, 200,000 to 300,000 all
With the
day
manual.
long. And if you get lucky and look around a bit, you can get the limited edition cup editions for like 275 to 450.
What's the special about the cup one?
You get special 17-inch wheels, you get some special bodywork, and you get a bigger turbo. But in Japan, you don't get the remapped ECU to go with it, so the power is exactly the same.
So the cup is usually 180 horsepower, where the regular one's 150, right?
Correct.
But
And in
then-
Japan, they're all 150.
Yeah. I wonder if they just didn't want to homologate the extra horsepower in it.
Might be, yeah. So you still get the better turbo, and if you do a quick little beep boop boop with your computer, you're good to go.
I heard something about Volkswagen seats this week, and it blew my mind that I'd never heard this before. And so, you know how Volkswagen Golf has the golf ball looking shift knob, right? With the dimples in it?
Yep.
Somebody said that the tartan seats, which Volkswagen is very well known for, were only put into the car because it's part of the Golf aesthetic.
Yeah.
And then they
Oh, I
ran
can
with
see
it
that.
from there. So they had a shift knob. This is
Yeah.
in the Mark 1, had the dimpled shift knob and the tartan seats. Like, it's a Golf. And then Volkswagen loved the tartan seats so much that all the cars ended up getting them.
Yeah, I could
Cool.
see that.
Yeah,
I think it
cool
has
story.
become kind of just a GTI staple, right?
Right. I mean, they have them in the non-GTI as well, I believe. But-
Okay.
And by the way,
We might
for
be
Grego,
wrong.
the 1.8T is port injection, so they do not have the carbon problem.
This week at PCA, we gotta hurry, Derek.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff. Okay, so first off, Toyota and Nissan have on their websites gone and said something that has had the internet ablaze.
It's fun.
So we have this situation right now where you can import Japanese cars to the USA, but then the government there is like, slap, you get tariffs. And then, of course, the automakers in Japan don't like that. I heard that they have lost $28 billion because of the situation. And so they're trying to frantically negotiate something that works. And one of the things that they have done is they are now allowing US-made cars to be registered in Japan without complying to the Japanese standards. And so this is opening the doors for any manufacturer from Japan that builds in the USA to now bring the cars back to Japan. And so there are, at the moment, 3 models that are going to be sold in Japan now, and these are the Tundra, which sounds like there's not a worse vehicle to drive around in Japan in, the Highlander, and the Nissan Murano. So both Toyota and Nissan are going to be doing this. Now, I don't know what the current Murano looks like, but it's kind of like a mid-size SUV as far as I recall. We had it here for some generations before, but I don't think we have it anymore.
Okay.
And so the story further gets interesting when Toyota and Nissan have both put onto their websites to the Japanese people, you might not want to trust these American-built versions of the cars, which is a weird thing to do when you're going to be selling something.
Yep.
Now, they're probably speaking to the Japanese audience, but of course, this is the age of the internet and everybody knows everything. And now people are wondering why Toyota and Nissan are dissing their own cars, which they are also trying to sell in the USA. Kind of a weird move, right?
Who thought bringing the Tundra made sense? No one.
I have a feeling like they are intentionally picking these models because they know that they won't sell. Because they don't want people to be buying the American-made cars. Because why would they? They want to... The ones that are built in Japan are way more profitable for them than the ones that are built in America on higher wages and then coming back to Japan. And it's a thing. Anyways, so Nissan... So this is Nissan's statement. They say, this does not affect its functionality or its performance, so please use the vehicle with confidence. Examples are differences in exterior fit and finish, interior and other aspects due to overseas market finishes. Sounds kind of corporate speak, right? Minor dust particles embedded in the paint surface, adhesive residue, etc., slight misalignments and gaps such as the steps or the surface differences between panels and parts. Also, your infotainment system is not going to be available in Japanese. And so they're warning their customers that these American-built ones are of lower quality.
Yeah.
Toyota said there will be differences in lower quality paint finish on their products because it is designed for overseas markets. Now, read between the lines. Maybe read between the lines. They're saying that the quality is lower. That's what people are saying.
Yeah.
Meaning there could be color variation, polishing marks, or paint bulges on the surface. Parts which require shipping from overseas may require longer delivery times. Infotainment is not in Japanese, and the maps won't work. Kind of a big deal. And the speed limit finder doesn't function, which is kind of a cool thing. I drove one recently that does that. The gauge set shows you the max speed on whatever road that you're on. Kind of cool. So, the next bullet point says, discuss. Maximilian, give me a thought on this.
This screams like, oh, politics made a decision? Let's do the lowest effort possible and hope no one actually buys it.
I can't wait to see roads full of Tundras. You always heard the administration in the U.S. talking about how it's not fair. Japan has closed the markets, but they haven't. It's just that the cars that are sold in North America aren't suitable for the roads here.
But
weirdly, though, the Tundra, I feel like, is almost one of the less bad decisions, given there's, like, at least in Tokyo, a pretty strong niche market for them.
Yeah, because look at this. I've got the Big Daddy. You guys don't. You have to import this. I'm special.
But it's a niche market, and Big D is probably expecting the same amount of sales of American-made cars.
What's Big D?
The guy with the really funny hairdo and orange skin.
Okay. We call him the administration around here.
The administration.
Okay. I'm glad that you censored that too. That made me feel good. Big D is an odd choice, but I'll go with it. Sarcasm, right?
The algae hunter.
Let's get off this topic now.
Okay.
It's making me feel like I got spiders in my body.
He's probably expecting a lot of sales in Japan now.
This is going to be shocking.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Because, very niche. The Highlander. Okay, so the Tundra and the Murano are both going to be left-hand drive versions, which kind of makes sense because it's like it'll be marketed as an import vehicle here, and having the opposite side driving kind of makes sense. But the Highlander is going to be right-hand drive, and they're using the New Zealand market version of it for sale here. So
that makes sense.
you can look forward to seeing us report in the future about how pissed the administration is at not having enough sales in Japan because of whatever reason of the hour.
Guess what? You can't rig markets in all of the countries. You need to make actually good products for the market.
It's funny. They're rigging markets. Meanwhile, markets are being rigged as he's saying that.
Yeah. Also, the product is not for the market. Anyway.
On to our next subject, RX-7 stuff. The Be Wary of the RX-7. A true story.
Can I open this picture? Okay, so this is an email we got from a customer. Very
Do you want
nice
to read the
email.
whole email?
Yes, just quickly. He imported an FD RX-7 through us and was quite happy. We showed that car on the stream 30 episodes ago, maybe?
Oh, wow. This is this recent.
Yep.
I thought a lifetime had passed.
He said, I figured I'd share a bit of what happened over the last 6 months. I watched the live stream every week, and every time an RX-7 is a topic of discussion, that is really fun. I remember when Derek did the walk around video of mine, and for me, he mentioned rebuild problems with rotaries. While I was confident in my skills, I never anticipated that my number would be drawn. So you see where this is going. In January of this year, while I enjoyed a night cruise with the boys, the engine let go. Yep, it was the Apex seal, although I didn't know which seal blew at the time. I drove home 30 minutes with the rear rotor down 2 faces. It's insane. I'm surprised it ran long enough for me to... Yep. Unfortunately, it would never start again, so in my little 1-car garage at my apartment, I pulled the engine and rebuilt it in my living room. I had to purchase a new rotor housing since the broken pieces really played ball inside the engine.
I can't believe that you rebuild one of these in an apartment.
Yeah. I'm happy to report that tonight, June 8th, she breathed life once again and is ready to go back on the road. 6 months and $3,000 later, I can drive her again. It started on the first crank too. I guess I did a good job clearing all the seals. Thanks again for helping me get this car. Yeah. We got pictures. Like a whole Google Dropbox of this.
We'll view a few of those.
Just quick. Yeah, rebuilding your engine in your living room is kind of a vibe.
I think these engines are all sorts of cool. The RX-7 is maybe one of the best cars ever, and it's such a shame that all of what makes it special also makes it difficult to live with. But I'll say it every single time that we talk about the RX-7s, this is a reality with the car, and it's no joke. There are a lot of incorrect assumptions of reliability on cars on the internet, but the RX-7, I have been convinced, is as bad, or maybe even worse, than people say. But for the price you get these cars and how friggin' awesome they are in all aspects, and how special the engine feels in them, it's worth it. Get that engine rebuilt. You're getting, how much does an engine rebuild cost if you don't do it in an apartment?
I don't know, but
maybe $10,000.
$3,000 for an engine rebuild like that?
Well, your own labor and expertise.
Yeah.
Right? So doing it at a shop, maybe $10,000, maybe $12,000. And then your engine is good for another 15 years, hopefully.
Oh, there's a video. Oh.
Good sound.
Started right up.
Yeah, sick story. That's really cool. Thank you for sending that in and for repairing that car. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I wouldn't have challenged something like that even if I had a shop.
Yeah.
Rotaries are like question marks. The amount of just checking on the internet, checking. Am I doing this right? Sounds like a lot of work.
And then we had another one. Let's quickly cover this one too. Hilux Surf that we bought for a customer. He also sent us pictures. He said, I was finally able to bring the 94 Hilux Surf purchased through you guys up the California and Oregon coast for a vacation with my dog Echo. We traveled from Southern California to the northwestmost part of Oregon, Fort Stevens, entirely on Route 1 and 101, with near ideal weather the whole trip. I wanted to share a big thanks to the sales team, especially Jacob, bidding and logistics folks and everyone else at PCA for a great experience purchasing and exporting the vehicle and making a memorable trip like this that much more fun in a cool JDM car. Thank you so much. Here are some pictures of the car. So this is the auction picture. This was in our lot. And then he also had Google Drive pictures of the car.
Wow.
This looks so cool. Perfect car to fit in this landscape too.
That's in California, right?
Yeah. And Oregon. And a dog.
Doggy. What a beautiful dog.
Yeah.
And a beach.
Very cool. Thank you for sharing that.
Oh, let's go back to the second picture and we'll talk about the ghost stories. Look at the person inside the car.
Is this maybe the customer himself?
Yeah, this is our lot here in Japan, but none of us in the office recognize that person who's driving the car.
I think it's him, like the customer. He came here probably and just sat in the car.
So we're thinking that I don't even remember taking this picture. Did anyone in the office take this picture?
Maybe Jacob knows more because it knows more. This
Maybe
was the
Jacob
one with
knows
the
more, but he doesn't want to talk about it. That kind of looks like someone I saw Jacob hanging out with.
It's AI. Okay, that's... Yeah, cool story. Thank you for... That's Mike? That is Mike!
No way.
Is that Mike?
That's Mike.
It is Mike.
See,
we already
it's been
forgot about
long.
Mike.
I forgot about him.
Wonderful.
Okay, so before we get into the questions and answers, in our Q&A today, we've got a special present for you, but we can't get into that without doing our tier list for one of the most iconic candies.
You want to skip the rest of this week at PCA?
Yeah. I mean, look at the time.
Yeah. Candies. Okay.
Milky candy is from Fujiya. This is Peko-chan.
Mm-hmm.
She always has her tongue out, which means, I don't know what it means.
I know Mike when I see him. 100% Mike.
I
Poor
can't
Mike.
open this bag.
Gone but almost forgotten. Oh, Derek is right. I was quoted $8,000 by a shop as a starting price. Engine rebuild. And it didn't include them to pull the engine.
Still worth it. RX-7 is of the three Halo cars, RX-7, GTR, and Supra, the RX-7 is the one for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
For you too?
Same. Yeah, same. Whoa.
I poured those out on purpose. Milky has a game when you open them up. No, so Milky, it tastes like dry milk.
Mm-hmm.
People love it or they hate it. We have commonly sent this out as a gift to people. If you're in the chat and you've done the Milky before, tell us if you like it or not. I quite like the Milkies, but absolutely they are nothing like most candy because it does take, like, it's made out of real milk. They just like take milk and make it old and then you eat it when it hasn't been in the fridge for a while, but it hasn't turned into cheese. It's odd. I don't know how they do it. Probably not legal in other countries.
You guys put these in the dock package for my last Pajero. And I still have them in my filing cabinet because I hated it.
Candies that suck are one of my favorite ones to send to the customers because it is very much, this is the taste of Japan, and then they can share it with people and communally not like it. But Milkies, I think, are different because I like them, and I think a lot of people, like, it is one of those things. It's very unique taste. The game is that you have to look at the wrapper for the Milky, and if you have a certain amount of full girl faces on it, then you had a lucky chance. But I don't remember how many faces it was, so we can't play.
Okay.
Okay.
It's very chewy. It's not chalky.
It depends on how old they are, too. If it's, like, newer, they're chewier. If it's older, they're harder.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm going to have this in my mouth for a long time. Mm-hmm.
Perfect for an audio show. Do we have statistics on how many people listen to the show exclusively? Probably not many, eh?
Probably not, no. Even though this is a podcast playlist. The Milky, where would we put that?
Okay, now the Milky are going to become points in our game that we're going to play. afterwards.
Hmm?
We're going to play a game. Did you not look at the show notes?
No, I just thought that we were going to do a Q&A section now.
People in the back, it is part of the Q&A. People in
Okay.
the back, how's your rating for the Milky? Grant says D.
Jacob.
Somebody come and get some Milkies to pass out.
And by the way, Grego, I think that's a good description. Yes, they're about like a toffee, but milk flavored.
Oh, Jacob is half in the frame. Jacob's hand is in the frame.
Don't make me pick that up.
Oh, Jacob is in the frame.
Thank you.
Did you just drop all of them for Jacob?
Yeah.
No?
Can I
Well,
just-
he was already down there.
I'm gonna distribute them around the office.
Hey,
I don't need all.
just give some to the people. If they're already left, force Grant to eat them. He said they're D.
Okay, before we do the tier list, let's do Q&A.
Okay, so we got a question, and the question was, let me make sure that I got it here. It was an odd question. I wasn't expecting it. It was, is it true or a myth that most of the used Priuses in Japan are exported to Mongolia? And I was thinking, how would I know that? So I looked into it, and I found that Mongolia has a large hybrid rate of cars. 45% of the cars in Mongolia are hybrids. I don't know why. And then I thought, well, let's just go check Google Maps. We went to their biggest city, which is actually very small. I did a Google Maps, and it's an hour and a half to walk from one end of the city to the next. And this is the biggest city.
Mm-hmm.
And so what we're going to do is we're going to drop a little pin down, and we're going to see if we can find a Prius. And if we find a Prius on that street, you get 1 point. And if there's no Prius, then the no Prius team gets 1 point. Okay?
So I'm dropped one,
Yeah. So now we look for Priuses.
There you-
1, 2,
three.
3.
Isn't this a Prius too?
No, that one's a. There is a Prius based off of this for the very first generation, so that one might be a Prius, but it's otherwise the
Four.
Pletz, I think. There's another one. Okay, so 1 point for Prius. I was going to do 1 point for each Prius, but
Okay.
then of course that team will win. So now scroll out.
One,
back
two,
to the map.
3, 4, 5. Oh my god.
There's another one there.
Another one there.
Okay, now let's drop somewhere else. And drop maybe in the busier areas where there's going to be more cars. I already saw one. There's one there. There's another one there. There's another one there.
So there.
That one's not a Prius, but it kind of is. In North America, those are called the Prius C, but they're
Another
called the
Prius.
Aqua here.
Yeah.
Okay, so another point for Prius, Team Prius in Mongolia.
Let's go somewhere more rural.
I saw the Prius C, but I won't count that. There's one. Team Prius.
You see where this is going?
Let's just do one more.
Up here. This looks residential, maybe? Oh, very mountainous. There's no car here.
Okay, well that one's a no. Well, if there's no cars, do we give the point to no Prius
I'm just gonna, like, make my way down.
until you can find a car? Man, imagine living here.
Completely different lifestyle.
Probably nobody living here has a car.
Maybe the camera car is a Prius. Can't see.
Oh, we found a car.
Where?
Oh, there's a Hiace
Oh.
there, or caravan actually. What's that? Oh, you just made it disappear. Okay, so that was a no Prius team.
Hey, the K truck. Yeah. It's a.
Apparently, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Priuses are everywhere in Mongolia. So while I don't have an answer for you, it does seem like a lot of Priuses end up there, and I would suspect that a lot of them are coming from Japan.
Yeah, probably.
Next question.
This is now from today. I tried to
Oh.
take screenshots of today.
My Milky is doing well.
My Milky is stuck to my teeth. What is the cheapest car you've ever purchased and then driven?
4,000 yen.
Which car was it?
It was a Legacy Turbo, automatic transmission, and it lasted for another 10 years in Canada before it was retired.
Damn.
4,000 yen. The very first car we ever exported as well.
Is insurance or registration expensive in Japan? This was in context to why are those cars so cheap?
It's a little complicated. Insurance itself is, the mandatory insurance is quite cheap.
Mm-hmm.
I think you pay like $200 for 2 years.
even the optional insurance is not bad. Like, I think the Swift, I pay like 3,800 yen a month.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Tracks.
it is
It's-
expensive to have your vehicle complied, which has to be done every 2 years. And the road tax is fairly expensive.
Yeah.
And so this is part of the reason why cars depreciate so quickly here, is because people are like, okay, well, I got a bill for $1,500 that comes up every 2 years, or I can use that money toward a new car.
Yeah.
And so this is intentionally baked in to get rid of the cars, because it used to be a big problem in Japan with people abandoning cars.
Then the next question, is there a way to buy a car, insure and register it before shipping it home?
No.
Yeah, no.
Unless you go with Top Rank, and they'll charge you 10 grand for it. They'll charge you 1,000,000 yen. Is what we think that they charge. We know it's expensive.
Gregor said, have you ever seen an auction sheet that didn't say interior dirty?
Yes, but you can expect the interior to be dirty as well. I feel like the inspectors just write that on every single car.
Right. The only times I have not seen that written are with like grade 6 or grade S cars, where it's like a 2025, 2026 car with 5 kilometers on it for delivery.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I translated a car yesterday, and the notes section from the seller said interior has been cleaned. And then that was the final note in the notes section. And then the first one in the report section said interior dirty.
Yep.
So I wrote in brackets. I can't remember what I wrote, but it was like.
Yeah. Question for later. Have you ever exported a Mitsubishi Triton?
Yes.
They seem to be widely popular and highly regarded in many countries, but I've never seen them
They're
exported
not
to Canada.
popular here.
No, they are not.
Everyone bought the Hilux instead.
We've sent a few of them. We've sent a few of the Mitsubishi Strada, the one before that, but very, very few.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we probably should talk about that.
Yeah, because there was a question in the chat. I was just
We
like
talked
sneaking
about
that in.
we mentioned it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we not forget the fate of the candy van?
Yeah.
Not the fate
Show
of the
the show the
Furious,
picture.
but the fate of the candy van. There you go.
And there you can see the candy van has made its final
Trip.
We should have put some candy in and sort of pour one out for my homies. That would have been funny. We didn't do that. We got some video of it being craned into the truck.
It's gonna be a small little standalone video on the PCA channel. Just nothing special about it.
Just a little fun one for those who are in the know. This van has been with us for over 10 years. It was an accidental purchase at auction. We registered the customer wants to bid on this car, but it turned out that the auction number was wrong, and the person who was bidding accidentally bought the car that nobody wanted.
Yeah.
And so we didn't know what to do with it. We put it in the lot. We eventually went to go sell it back to auction, but it ran out of gas when somebody was pulling it out of the lot, and then somebody put gasoline in instead of diesel.
Oh.
Yeah, and then it never ran again after that, even though we tried to siphon the gas out. And because it's a big van and it was stuck there, we didn't want to pay to get it lifted over to a shop for them to properly drain the fuel.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to do it, so we just kind of left it there as storage in the lot, which worked well. But eventually, it just got really dirty. There was a cat that brought a pigeon in after he killed it and decided to snack on it in there.
Yeah.
And there were feathers everywhere because I guess the cat will pluck the feathers. Mm-hmm. And it's a camper, but it's got full tatami mat floors, and the tatami mat's molded, and it became a biohazard a bit. And so for probably the last 3 years, it was unapproachable. And so it's time to say goodbye to it.
Freed up a lot of space.
One camper size space.
Yeah. And also the loader is gone.
Yep. So our lot is skimpy, but not
And
skimpy because we're selling a lot at the same time.
Some race cars are gone too. 2 Miatas, for example.
Oh, they went a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. This is the fate of the candy van.
There it is. Goodbye, little girl. I'll miss you. Well, not really. I'm glad.
I was going to say, are any of us going to actually miss that?
I think it's funny. That's about it.
Yeah. Okay, that's all the questions. We are 5 minutes over.
Didn't we have some more questions?
No.
Really?
No.
All right, time to shut down.
Time to shut
Play
down.
the outro.
We didn't put the Milky on the snack on the
Oh,
tails.
let's do that now because I'm loving this Milky. The longer it's in my mouth, the better it gets.
Mm.
Which I can't say for most things I put into my mouth.
Nice.
I think D tier is
Thanks,
appropriate.
Grant.
I wouldn't buy these to be like, oh yes, I want a Milky.
So we kind of have to decide if this tier list is for, if it's like, how much would we buy this for ourselves, or how much would we recommend it to someone? Naoko, Milky, thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs up? It's good or it's bad?
I love it.
Naoko loves it. She's purebred Japanese.
Okay, what do? We need to finish the show. Where do we put
I
the Milky?
quite like this. I'm very much enjoying the Milky. It lasts a long time in the mouth, and you can chew or you can not chew. It can be treated as a hard candy.
Yep.
I feel like I'm going to have a higher number than most
Yeah,
people.
I'm going low. I gotta go D tier. I'm not a Milky
D for
fan.
me.
It's so
And
good.
like I used to buy them when I was in the U.S. as but a baby weeb with access to my little Japanese market, and just ooh, the Japanese candy, and they're so much better.
Jacob.
Yep.
Milky.
Mine tastes like floor, so F.
Hey, you said yours tastes like the floor?
Yeah. You dropped them all on the floor.
Oh, with enclosed in wrapper.
Wait, you guys take the wrapper off?
Nice.
It's alright. I'll give it a.
Jacob, if you're going to be that funny, you're going to have to be on the show.
I'll give it a D.
D. Same for me.
Not worth eating.
I can't fight against everyone else saying D, so
D it is.
I think I'd give it a B, maybe a C, but I'm still enjoying it. It's good. Give it a try. If you haven't tried it, come to Japan, give it a try and see for yourself if you like it. Like I said, it's a very polarizing snack.
So, I hope you enjoyed the cheap cars that we showed today.
That are real.
You learned something.
Those are actual cars that sold. Somebody handed over cash for those cars, and then we're like, hopefully pretty happy about it.
Yeah.
Or what did I get myself into?
Hope you learned something. Hope it was fun. And we're going to do the same thing with a different topic next week.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be here next week.
Yeah. It's going to be fun. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
See you next week.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye. So long, cause we really gotta go. See you next week on the Cool JDM show.
But Abs,
What up?
I got so much on my plate.
Man, relax. Let me demonstrate. Put your headphones on and start multitasking. Listen to the show while running some laps. Then stretching your calves. Then go have a bath. Then let the cat out. Then let the cat back in. Then let it back out again. Then let
Yeah,
it...
we can move on from the cat thing, Abs. I get it.
Oh, really? Then get this, Mr. Smartass. You can also listen while attending an art class.
Damn, Abs, you did it again.
Yeah. Just don't forget to tell a friend. The Cool JDM show, the coolest around. Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell the whole damn town. Tell the doctor, tell the nurse, tell the secretary, tell the librarian in the library. Tell the cop trying to give you a speeding ticket.
Officer, the Cool JDM show, don't miss
To
it.
which you'll reply, you're free to go. Cause that podcast is so unbelievable.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna tell everyone that I know
To tune in to the Cool JDM show.